What is good, chat? How are we doing? Good morning. Good morning. How are we? Sorry about that. A little bit longer wait than usual, but here we are. We are live on this Tuesday, November 11th, and we got a good show, man. We have my good friend Randy Baines coming on. I've known Randy for a couple of years now. He's a great trader, so that will be a fun conversation. And other than that, we're just going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to keep trading, keep live streaming. I got some trades I can go over. I took a trade in the Asia session, so we can talk about that. We got a bunch of stuff to get to. So let me just get my screen up. Let's do this, guys. All right, it's got a few people messaging me. You got to focus. All right, let's get my screen up. How are you guys doing, chat? Good morning. How we doing? Morning, Clark. Good morning, Alpine. I am Gold. What up, brother? Legacy. I'm seeing a lot of the regulars. How you guys doing? All right, let's see. Get our screen up. You know the deal. So this is what I've been looking at right here. I took a little short in the Asia session, and it was a nice little win. Nothing crazy. If I pull up my Apex accounts, I took these on Apex. I can show the P&L. How's everyone doing, though? Everyone green? So you know what happened with me? I'm not going to lie. When I got off stream, I locked up my Tradeify accounts. We made like $1,600 on those. You guys saw it happen on stream. That was a fire trade, right? That was a really good trade that we took on stream on my Tradeify accounts. But then I moved over to Apex, and I ended up putting in a red day on Apex because I just kept trying to short. But it was like nothing crazy. It wasn't a big red day or anything. Down like maybe $800 on the accounts, which is a little bit higher than I'm more comfortable with, but nothing crazy. Like I still just stopped after that. So this is what I talk about when I risk sync between different account types and plans, right? So made money on Tradeify, locked them up. Instead of continuing to trade the same accounts, I just moved over to my Apex accounts and ended up putting a red day on there. You know, no harm, no foul. Green on some accounts, red on the others. That's how you sync your risk. And I ended up making it back right here. Oh, and I see we got John in the chat. Let me join John in here. Yo, good morning.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, brother? How are you? How you doing?
Doing good. Yep. Early morning.
Early morning?
What was it?
What'd you say? Busy morning?
Oh, early morning.
Early morning, yeah, man. I was just going over a trade I took. I took a little short scalp in the Asia session and kind of going back over yesterday's trades. How did you do yesterday?
Yeah, it was very small red, very manageable red. The market didn't give me a good spot to get in. I knew it was gonna kind of rip up higher pretty much all day, but it didn't give me a good entry. And then I did get an entry at the end, which worked out, but I got stopped out. It kind of reversed on me. And then I took some non-optimal trades that got me a little bit red, but it was fine.
Yeah, kind of similar to me. I don't know if you caught the stream. Like we caught an amazing short on stream. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so we caught that. That was beautiful. We like called everything out, took the trade, hit full TP. Then we get off stream and I moved over to my other accounts. Like I was just going over, I locked in a green day on Tradeify, moved over to Apex, and I pretty much did exactly what you did. I kept trying to find the sells and we just kept ripping up. And I put in like an $800 red day. So like nothing terrible. Like you said, small, manageable green. And that's it. Yeah. Then I stopped. And then I don't know what it is, but when I have a red day, I'm always a little more tempted to trade the Asia session. It just is what it is. So I traded Asia, had a nice little win, 25-point win. So we made back most of the loss from the day. We're still down like 300. But maybe we'll make that back in the morning session here. We'll see. But yeah, that was my day and my nights. Like nothing crazy, not the best execution, not the worst, just pretty classic standard day.
Yep, nice. Yeah, I'm looking to get back into it, get a nice trade. Haven't had a decent trade in a couple days, or this week. Thursday was my better day, but Friday I didn't do so well, and Monday was very small red. So, yeah, I was looking for the Asia session, the overnight session for a trade, because I felt the same way. I was like, I just want one good trade, like give me one good trade. But there was nothing last night. I didn't find anything. So yeah, looking to get back into it. Kind of, I wouldn't say it's a slump, but I definitely want a green day. Like,
Yeah, no, I get it, man. So it's not a slump, but it's also like it's nothing to be excited about. That's kind of like
yeah,
you're in right now.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, I don't even know. I think my week has been decent so far. I mean, it's only Tuesday, so you got some time. You got a few more days to make it back.
Yeah, for sure.
But guys, I can show you what I'm looking at a little bit going into the day. So I mean, that was my little scalp trade, and really, it's just we have an 80% setup that's still technically in play. So market opened up here, right, at 1800, 6 p.m. Eastern. We opened up way above the previous day's point of control. When that happens, I like to just look for the previous day's point of control to act as a magnet for price. So that's exactly what I did. Took a little short at the top after we swept previous day's high. Could have held like a huge move, but that's just not what I do for the most part. Caught 120 ticks, give or take, and shut it down. But I do think we'll probably just grind our way a little bit lower. Like, I don't see why we don't engage this previous day's point of control now, because we're so close to it. But this will be the line in the sand for me, because at the end of the day, we did have a pretty darn bullish day, right? Like, market ripped up, gapped up overnight, and ran, which is something you talk about, John. If we don't retrace that gap early in the session, we tend to just run. Happened again yesterday. So yeah, I'm just looking at this overall zone. I mean, this is what I'm interested in. This previous day's point of control coming in at 25,545, give or take. It also lines up with an hourly fair value gap. So just this overall zone is a potential area of interest for buying to just go higher. And I think that's it. The last thing I would look at is midnight. I want to look at the midnight open. So let me pull that up. Okay, so we got midnight above us as well. That kind of helps with the thesis. That helps with the overall idea. So we're below midnight, so we're in a discount of the daily trading profile, at least by the way I look at things. We're inside that higher time frame fair value gap. We have previous day's point control below us. I would be cautious just buying here, because I do feel like it's more likely we fulfill that 80% setup first. So just tap this level, or at least get within a few ticks of it. And then maybe we can look for like some type of reversal signal and trade up to midnight, or even a new high day, I think is possible. So I'm thinking short-term bearish, but bullish overall if we can hold this overall zone. That's my thesis for the day. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm just looking at a few levels here.
Can you get your screen up and we can take a look?
Yeah, for sure. There's actually a trade I had set up from yesterday that I could have taken. I'll show you here. Oops.
By the way, chat, I said it once, but I'll mention again. We have Randy Baines coming on at 9:30. He's a good friend of mine, good trader. We also have some giveaways, as always, to do. We got some Top One futures and some Blue Guardian accounts. So stay tuned for all of that. That'll be happening throughout the whole stream. So there you go, John.
Yeah, so I drew this up yesterday, and it's pretty much bouncing from the zone. So there's a couple of things I'm looking at. So this is an hourly level. I'll show kind of where I grabbed it from. This is on ES. So it's this little bit of balance here right before the gap. So that's what we're holding at the moment, which I think is actually a good place for an entry. I do think we hold it. There's a couple things that make me feel like we might not hold it. Also, NQ has this hourly level. So like I'll go back here. So this hourly is from here. It's from Tuesday, November 5th. And potentially we get back to it on NQ, but the fact that ES is holding its hourly level, NQ might not even get here. So I'm looking at that. The one thing that is giving me a little bit of reservation on the buy this morning is the 4-hour time frame. So here on ES, we have this bit of balance here, and we just got back into it. So what I want to see is no acceptance, like not go lower than this, to then pop back out and then back test it to then get to here. That's what buyers want to see. Sellers want to see a clear rejection from this 4-hour level. You can see how it acted as support yesterday near the end of the day. This was a really nice, I didn't even see this. And we headed up a bit higher. So buyers tried to hold it, but now we're back in it. So buyers definitely don't want to see us get lower than this to then pop out and hold it. On the 4-hour for NQ, I don't have too much clarity. Like this could potentially be a balance area, but I don't have like a lot of confidence in it just because of the shape. It's like there's not enough kind of back and forth here. It's just down and up and down.
Oh, I see. So you're saying you wouldn't pull a profile there.
Yeah. I tried it last night to pull a profile. I just don't have a lot of confidence in it. And we are rejecting from the POC. So potentially, I don't know if I'll make any plays off it. I'll draw it up, but I'm not super confident in this level. I want to see a little bit more price action in between to feel like it's a good range. But we are rejecting from the POC right now. So maybe we hope we come back and hold the value area low, which could line up. So the value area low is at 25,522. And yeah, that would be, yeah, it doesn't really line up with other levels that I have here. I'd be more confident in this hourly level if we come back here. So yeah, that's kind of my analysis this morning. We are in yesterday's range, and we are now in yesterday's value as well. And same with NQ in yesterday's range and value. So yeah, yesterday's value and yesterday's range. So yeah, it's kind of a wait and see. Yeah.
So if we're inside yesterday's range, yesterday's value, you're more inclined to expect like mean reversion or a ranging market, or do you want to like wait until we break out of value to like look for continuation or expansion, something like that?
Yeah, it just kind of tells me to be a bit more careful in the morning, or just wait and see. Yeah, what I gather from that, like, yeah, it could be a ranging market that day. Like, we could just stay within yesterday's range and value. Like, on days where there's gap up, sometimes you get a little bit more clarity because it's either a gap and go, or we try to fill the gap. But it's just one piece of information. I don't put like a ton of weight on being in yesterday's range and value. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't either. I just, yeah. So what does it mean for you? Because are you thinking more bearish or more bullish today if you had to pick? Or you're just saying, like, I'm neutral right now. I don't have enough information.
Yeah, I'd say I'm neutral. I'd say I'm neutral. I don't have enough information.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, the previous day close, we're kind of like, we're not net long or net short. We're a little bit more short than long, but nothing to really put too much weight on. It's not like we're super short or super long above the previous day close. On NQ, we're a little bit more short. So this is the previous day close, which I think is similar to the midnight level. Like when the midnight opens, I'm not super sure, but yeah, we're a little bit above the previous day close, but we're more below the previous day close. So the overnight session was more short than long. But again, I'm not deducing a lot from it because it's not like a huge drop or a huge rip up. So yeah, I'm kind of neutral at the moment.
Yeah, for me, see, I love to try to fade whatever happened in the overnight. Obviously, I need more context. Like that's not just no matter what. If the Asia session went down, it doesn't automatically mean I want to be bullish. But when I can find other confluences together to fit a bullish bias in a day where the Asia and the London session moved lower, I like to trade that because I just see it as like the lower volume sessions are going to be easier for us to slice back through than if like a big move happens in the primary regular trading hours session. So yeah, I love the idea of us like just kind of this being a higher low on the 15-minute hourly time frame and just coming back up for a new high. At least maybe I can pull up my screen again. One level I would be looking at if we did get something like that is this wick right here. So this hourly level, this swing low or swing high, excuse me. This was on Thursday, November 6th. So, we had a pretty steep sell-off right here, a lot of volume. And I just think if we erase this whole imbalance, like we're coming for this high to stop out anyone who has stops up there. So I like that as a potential target for today. But again, for me, it's, I don't even want to have this hourly gap on here. I want to keep it a little bit smaller. We can look at this 15-minute gap, which we've already tapped into, just to refine the zone a little bit. I just, I don't know. I feel like I could see this very well. As long as we stay above the previous day's point of control, this is where I'm going to implement my golden rule, which is above the previous day's point of control, stick to longs, below the previous day's point of control, stick to shorts. I think I'm really going to utilize that today. So as long as we stay above here, I'll happily look for a long setup somewhere at the open. And if we break below, if that is what happens, I'll be more cautious, but I'll look for the short. Maybe just down to the value area low, like a little scalp. We will see. Yeah, this is my preferred scenario. I would love this. This is what I want to see happen. But chat, what are you guys thinking? Anybody want us to look at another instrument? I know I spent a lot of time on ES and NQ, but I mean, that's what like 90% of us are trading in the future space and the chat too. I mean, everyone here loves NQ, but if anyone wants me or John to take a look at, I don't know, gold, maybe gold or another futures contract, I'm down to check that out. Divine says that's a good setup. Zach, yeah, I think it's a coherent setup. Like I'm very interested in it. Okay, some people are saying check gold. We could check gold for sure. Also, we don't have any news, right? Because I did hear actually that the government shutdown is set to end officially. Did you hear about that, John?
Nope. Just because I don't pay attention to news, but interesting.
It's set to end officially. So I don't know if there's an exact date on it, but like they're getting ready to wrap it up, which we kind of talked about. Like I figured there's no way this is going to go until Thanksgiving. We still have a little bit till then, but it looks like they're going to wrap it up any day. So there's not going to be hopefully we get high impact news is my point again. We've been going like 3 weeks without red folder news, which is just so weird. I've never traded this long without high impact news as a factor, in my trading. It's been pretty weird. So I'm looking forward to that coming back. But yeah, we can take a look at gold. I'm interested. Okay, here we're getting that sell off on NQ a little bit. Yeah, I really just hope we come down, tap this level, 25,546, 545.75, and I'll be looking for that level to hold and maybe get a long setup. But all right, take a look at gold.
Wait, what number did you say, Zach?
I said 25,546. Give or take
cool.
6.
Yeah, I'm looking at a trade setup right now at 25,558.
What are you looking at?
Right here, I have this hourly level on NQ right here, which I might dabble with. Yeah.
Shorter.
Yeah, it'll be a long play. Yeah. But I'm also, I don't know, I feel like I have a short feeling as well. So we'll see. But I'll take it. I'll see if it works. Not going to overthink it.
Okay, for sure. So you entering, or you're going to set a buy stop, right?
Yeah, I'm going to set a buy stop if I can get the screen to minimize. Okay, here we go. But the fact that the government shutdown has ended, I think it's going to be a sell the news event.
Yep, I agree, man. I totally agree with that.
So, but I'll take this one. This will be my morning attempt. If it works out, that'll be fine. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for, the price to get down to here.
Okay.
And actually, this isn't the. Let me see. Just looking at a few charts here. Yeah, I'll try it out. I think it's a decent play.
Let's go. All right, guys. John is getting long. So you have a limit order set at what price?
It'll be a stop order if we get down to around 561.
Oh, okay. So we hit 561. If we get the bounce, you'll get in with a stop order.
Yes. Yep.
Got it.
And it's not a super high conviction because ES is currently back within its hourly range. Yeah, and there's some levels that NQ could hit, but I think I might have enough to get break even if I get in the trade. I think we'll get a little bounce.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So you'll go, I know what you mean. When would you go break even? Are you still doing it like after a couple points, just quickly rip it to break even?
Yeah, if I get like 5 points, what I'll do is I'll sell like 2 contracts. So I'll go in with 5 contracts.
Okay.
Then I'll sell 2 if I get like 5 points, and then I'll just put my stop like 5 points away. And I might do more than 5 if I feel like I want to give it more room. But selling 2 gets me pretty risk-free. Like if I lose very small.
Yeah, see, that's one thing. I don't take partials ever. I've always been like 1 in, 1 out. But sometimes I do see how people can take partials very early in their trade. And then some people, like, you move your stop up. But I know other people who will just keep their stop where it is, but their partial essentially paid for their stop loss. Do you know what I mean? So then they could like keep a wider stop and give the trade its room, but they kind of paid themselves like right off the bat. There's so many different ways to manage positions. I've always been like super simple, just in and out. Here's my target, and that's it. But yeah, I like some of those different ways to execute.
Yeah, I used to do that too. Like I would just let it ride, but I don't know. It helps me stay in the trade when I know I'm pretty risk free. But you can just move your stop to break even. That works too.
Future here says it's going down all the way to hell. Damn, he really thinks it's going to drop.
Yeah, no, there's some indications that we could definitely drop pretty bad.
Oh, dude, I hope we sell off the next couple of weeks, but that doesn't mean today I can't win a long trade. Same with you.
Yeah. So let's see.
So right now we're just patiently waiting for it to hit your area of interest, which is like the 560s, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, keep us posted on that. Yeah, guys. I mean, I could take a quick look at gold while we wait for John's trade to. Some people are saying do NQ analysis. That's what I've been doing all morning, my guy. But I can, if you missed anything, I can quickly go over what I'm looking at. Again, we had a pretty big sell-off a couple of weeks ago, and followed by a very steep recovery. I mean, just as quickly as we sold off, Oh, here, let me go back to my chart. Just as quickly as we sold off, we recovered, right? So we gapped and ran up on Sunday evening. We have not filled this gap. I really like the idea of us filling this gap before the end of the week. This also lines up with previous day's low of yesterday. But I think at some point this week, if I can get a short into this gap, I think that's going to be really nice, and I can see it happening. But with where we're at right here, like I was telling John, what I said in the chat before, it's like we are getting so close to this swing high that it just seems like a logical draw liquidity target. You know what? The only other, you know what? I have to challenge that analysis though, actually, because we have an SMT divergence here. I didn't even realize. So ES took out that swing high, right? NQ has not taken out these swing highs. So there's actually a bearish SMT divergence. I think I'm still going to go with the previous day's point of control as my line in the sand. But this is something that I'm going to be really cautious of. I always talk about this, but if you can like go back on the chart and identify any big reversal, we so often will have SMT divergence right before it. I want to try and find an example. Hold on. There was a nice example the other day. Maybe it's on the hourly here. Yeah, right here. Okay. I can't find it right now. I'll find it in a little bit. John, how's your trade looking though? Getting any closer? I think you're muted.
Yeah, it's not super close. We did have just a little bounce right just a few minutes ago. But yeah, we can maybe do gold for the stream. I have my alarm set, so if it hits, then I'll take a look.
Okay, perfect. So we got this move. I mean, I've had these levels marked out. So I remember we started looking at gold a little bit more often when we got that big sell-off. What was that, last week? Maybe 2 weeks ago, right here. And we had this daily fair value gap marked out. We marked this out like here, I think, on the 27th, or maybe even here on this initial sell-off day. Regardless, this was like a key level. I said this is going to be a big bullish level for buyers who are going to be really trying to step in here and defend if they want to bring this higher. And it took quite a few days. I mean, we kind of just consolidated inside this higher time frame fair value gap, but we broke out. We broke out to the upside. So this is still my line in the sand. I think you got to stay bullish as long as this level holds, and it's holding nicely. We put in our higher low right here on the 4 hour. And then since then, we've just been running up. I think we'll most likely come up for these equal highs. I think that's a pretty low-hanging fruit target right here. Take these equal highs, which this also is another fair value gap. So a nice imbalance in the market. I think gold will probably reach up into here, you know, in the next coming days. I think this is a pretty clear target for me. But then if it wants to stay bearish on this higher time frame, I think it's going to want to reject from this overall zone. So I'll be watching the reaction here if and when we get in there. And if it wants to sell off and get a market structure shift on a higher time frame, maybe it can sell off for a deeper retracement. I mean, this daily chart is just like unreal. You know, if we go back to the daily, like before this sell off, this is just an unreal run up. This is like what? 30% in like 42 days or 61 days. Pretty crazy run up. So yeah, I'll be watching this level, but of course, if we just rip above it, I would be expecting all-time highs. Do you have any opinions on that, John?
Yeah, I can kind of go over my analysis really quick.
Yeah.
So just I did chart gold some time ago, but basically what I'm looking at here is the 4-hour chart. So we have this nice balance right here. So like this bit of balance, and we're coming up to the value area high at the moment. So gold like really respects volume profile really well. You can see here, like these are the ranges I drew up for it. So here, here, and here on the 4-hour. And so we held the value area high here, almost to the T. We got into this area, kind of rotated to the downside, rotated to the upside, to the downside, and then we held the value area low. And now we're back into this range right here. So if we get above this range, there's not much up here. So maybe we go back to all-time highs, but I would imagine that we stall here. So if I was a seller, I might be interested at the moment. And then, yeah, there's this like little bit of balance up here. Maybe we go tag that, but we do have to clear this balance here to try to get up here. So yeah, that's kind of my approach to it. An aggressive seller would be entering around now, maybe setting their stop up here. Buyers want to see us break above here, maybe back test it to then head to some higher levels.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have similar ideas. I mean, right now it's bullish, but we're coming into some key potential resistance levels. If those levels hold, you could expect a rejection. But if we break through, I mean, all-time high would be the next logical target, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we agree on that gold analysis. At least the overview of it.
Yep.
Divine FX is asking me, what instrument was I looking at before gold? We were looking at NQ. I see Shavam is in the chat. What's going on? Shavam is long gold from yesterday. Nice. I mean, yeah, if you were long yesterday, especially if you're trading with a prop firm that lets you hold overnight or something, I mean, you're having a good time right now. It's been ripping since the open. How low did NQ get? I feel like NQ got pretty close to your level, but did it not get close enough for you?
Yeah, it didn't get close enough. So what I noticed here, and I was contemplating it, so ES on the hourly, and let me use the 1 minute. So it popped back into its into this value area. So it popped in, but couldn't find acceptance. Then we popped back above, and then we pretty much held it, and we got a bounce from there. But I don't have enough confidence that we're going to rip up from here. I do think we might pull back a little bit more. So if we do, and NQ gets to the level that I'm looking for, then I'm more interested there. Unless the market gives me new information and we do rip up, then I'll have a lot more information.
Yeah, I get it. I just I don't know what it is, man, but I just cannot trade before the 9:30 open anymore. Like, something about it just feels wrong to me. I don't know what it is. Just can't do it. I just can't do it because I feel like I always have these levels in mind, and then it looks like so often I'll see the pre-market kind of do what it's doing with you right now, which is like starts to front run a level that you're interested in, pull away, and then when you get the open, you get that move to your key level, right?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely wouldn't hold until the open. It would just be for like a quick trade, because I'm not once the open sets in, like, it's very volatile, and I don't want to be in the market in the mornings. That's just kind of my preference. So like, I will take one shot maybe if something good sets up in the overnight session, and then trade way later in the day.
Yeah. Yep, I mostly agree. Pretty much mostly agree. It's so funny how we've been doing this stream at 8 a.m. and we pretty much started when the government shut down. And one of the reasons I wanted to stream at 8 was because there would be high impact news most days. And we just don't have the high impact news. It's been funny.
Yeah.
So I feel like the government's opening back up soon. I feel like once it opens up, there's going to be a lot more excitement around that 8:30, when we have CPI, unemployment, PPI, because I will take trades before 9:30 on high impact news days. Like if the setup is there and we get a move and maybe I enter at 8:35, 5 minutes after the news release, like that becomes a valid trade. But when there's no news, I just get kind of psyched out trading the pre-market.
Yep.
Josh says, I used to trade the pre-market 8 to 8:45 a.m. Now I just wait for New York session to open. Yeah. Well, also you get like the volatility injection you get right at the open is just so ideal for scalpers because I can capture 25 points and end up being wrong about the overall direction, but I still captured my 25 points just because of the volatility. So,
yeah. I mean, if I spent more time with the open, I probably wouldn't mind trading it. Yeah, like you're saying for like scalping and just a few points. But I just don't trade the open enough to feel like I want to get into it.
Get it.
Yeah. But the open does respect clear levels as well. Like put a limit order at a very clear level, you'll probably get a few points in your direction, even if it doesn't go that direction the whole day, but just for a few points.
Exactly. Like you can just kind of rely on the volatility of the open to get some type of back and forth to capture 15, 20 points.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Stoic Jake is in the chat. What's good, bro? We got to have you back on soon. Stoic Jake's been tuning in every morning since he was a guest.
Nice.
What's up, bro? Good, man. No trades for me. Just nothing for John. John was getting ready on a long idea, but I mean, you're starting to get that pullback. It's pulling back a little bit more.
Yeah. We'll see. It's not my highest conviction trade, but just because we ripped up so much yesterday, I do think there's some buyers that could be interested at the hourly level.
I mean, I love that level. The general zone, like 25,560 to 25,545. That's previous day's point of control is right there. Like that's, if we're going to stay bullish, I think we have to hold that level ultimately. So yeah, I'm right there with you. I want to see that level hold if it's going to be bullish. Why did you divide that zone into 2 equal halves, Zach? I think I know what you're talking about. I could explain. Pull my chart up. Apine, are you talking about this zone? Because I initially had it here. This is what I'm guessing you're talking about. We had this overall hourly gap as like a broad zone. The thing is, this is just such a big level, right? Like this hourly gap is, I mean, how many points is this alone? It's like almost 100 points. So it's just a big level. Now, there's two things you could do. You could just use this level and mark out the midpoint of it. So the 50% retracement, that's always a good way to, you can see right here, we're getting a nice little reaction off the midpoint. But also what I can do is, this is when I can go to a lower time frame. Chances are if you have an hourly fair value gap, you could probably find a 15-minute fair value gap inside. So it's just kind of like refining the zone a little bit, So when I look at the 15-minute, I go, okay, well, we have this 15-minute gap right inside here, and we've already tapped into it. So now it's like I'm just kind of refining my zones a little bit, going from higher time frame to lower time frame. So that's really it. Let me know if that makes sense. $202 loss and a 90-point win from Stoic Jake. Nice, bro. Shout out. That's funny because I thought you traded negative risk reward. That seems like the opposite there. Oh wait, no, 212 point loss, 90 point win. My bad. Yeah, you are trading negative risk reward. That's rough, dude. When you do get that, when you trade like a high negative R, you barely ever lose your trades, but when you do, it's a lot you got to deal with. I tried doing that, John. I don't know if you've ever messed around with like negative R. I was doing 0.5 R to 1, and I'll still take those sometimes when the setup is there. But anything below that, if you start taking even 2 losses in a row on the rare occasion, like it's just a lot to come back from. You know what I mean? That it's tough.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever messed with negative RR, but I have been thinking about it because it's like you leave more room for the trade to play out. But yeah, I don't think I'd want to deal with those days where my stop gets hit.
Yeah. There's a lot of people like killing it with negative R these days, though, especially in futures props. So it works. It's just you have to have the mental fortitude that when you do take that loss, you don't just change up everything you're doing, which is the main issue. Like a lot of people will do that, and then they can have like a 90% win rate. Then they take that one loss, which is part of their system, and then after that, they're just they're not thinking clearly, and then they just keep getting back in. So I think one of the keys too is just not risking too much. Like, okay, you can trade negative R, but don't be risking like 75% of your account balance with a negative R trade. Maybe risk 10%, 20%, just so that when you do take the loss, it's not as severe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you, when I was trading high risk reward, I used to trade 1 to 5s like all the time, which sounds great, but I had like a 20% win rate, and it works. Like I was profitable with that, but I started doing the math and thinking like, okay, I take on average two losses before I get a win, right? And then if my win is like 3R, okay, I took 2R in losses, caught 3R, I just made 1R. How about I just go for 1R or 2R? I really don't go past 2R these days, because once you start upping that R multiple past 2 and you get into like the 3, 4, 5 range, your win rate, it's in like, I don't care how good of a trader you are, your win rate is going to go down significantly. And it just starts to get like, okay, I'm kind of like wasting money on commissions and spread or whatever just to end up capturing 2R after taking a bunch of losses. So that's kind of like the conversation I had with myself, and that's why I moved over to lower R multiple, higher win rate, more base hit style.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I think if you can look at trading like just like math and statistics, it helps, because taking like emotion and all that out of it, something I struggle with. Like if I take a loss or a couple losses in a row, I think my whole strategy is compromised. Which it's not. It's like, no, that's part of it. That's part of the statistics. You're gonna take losing days. So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it looks like people agree in the chat with us. Stoic says, exactly, Zach. Well explained, Zach. Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, I think it makes perfect sense. When I finally had that realization, I was like, damn. Because I'd be trying to hold for these 5R trades, and I would see multiple trades in a row go 1R. And then go back, hit my break even or hit my stop. And I'd be like, bro, what if I just took 5 of those trades and took my profit at 1R? I'd be up 5R. Like, it was a big light bulb moment for me.
Yeah. That's actually, I've gone through that a few times, and I'm actually, I don't know if I'm changing up my strategy a little bit, but I'm trying to scale out and let like one ride to like a larger target. But that's kind of what I went through with micro when I was doing minis. Like I would do like one mini, and then if it goes in my direction, I'd like move my stop to break even to try to hit a larger target. And then I found that like if I did like 4 or 5 small scalps in the day, like high probability scalps, I made just as much
Yeah.
as trying to hold one to a larger target. But I think, yeah, for me, it's just sticking to that, which I'm kind of switching it up now, but yeah, it doesn't make sense, that strategy for sure.
100%, man. 100%. Guys, by the way, we got like over 50 people watching. Smash that like button. When we get to 50 likes, we'll run our first giveaway. It just helps out the algorithm, helps us out with views. And we answer some of these questions in the chat. So Josh is saying on MNQ, the low-hanging fruit is going to be previous day's point of control if it doesn't get taken out in pre-market. Yeah, you're exactly right. Josh is like a clone of my trading. Just watching me stream for so long, like everything I'm thinking, he's thinking. So yeah, bro, I totally agree. We got previous day's POC right here. I don't see why we don't come down and tap this level. I just think it's like we have the 80% set up in play. I don't see why we would come all the way down here not to finally engage this level. So yeah, I would think this is low-hanging fruit. That doesn't mean I personally, I don't want to short down to this because I just feel like we're too low. Maybe if we ended up bouncing from here and going like back above midnight, even that, I wouldn't be super excited to go short, but at least then, like maybe if I got a signal, I could still trade to the POC. But I don't want to trade a short here. It's just not my style. I'm not really interested in that. So I'm going to be really paying attention to what happens if and when we actually engage this level. So when we engage the level, do we blow right past it and then build bearish structure on the lower time frames? Or do we hold the level and get some type of reversal signal up and then we can trade to midnight? That's my ideal scenario for like an intraday trade at the open. And that's what I'm going to be watching out for. But it all depends on if and when we engage this level. But yeah, Josh, you are 100% right. That's exactly how I'm looking at it. Got to do what mathematically works best for you. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, Trading Psychology. Interesting name. Some people, I saw someone ask if anyone's trading with instant funded accounts. I am. I love instant funded accounts. Love them. You have to be a little more patient with them in the sense that you have a consistency rule, usually 20%. So you got to be more focused on like smaller profits each day. But I think it helps me in the long run because it forces me to not get greedy. One thing with Top Step, I love Top Step because there's no consistency rule. And I know a lot of people who deal with this, they're always trying to get that like big day. Because if you do, you'll have a huge buffer right away. And I know a lot of people who have done that, but yeah, I love both of these styles, but one thing that I like about instant funding is it kind of forces me to just be like very realistic in my profit targets for the day and then stop, which can help out a lot of people. And you don't got to pay for you don't got to trade the challenge. So just get right to funded. What do you think, John? Have you ever traded instant funded?
I haven't, but I am contemplating it. Actually, just by being on the stream and you talking about Tradeify and your instant funding accounts. So I did check out some of the pricing. So yeah, it is interesting. You don't have to do the challenge phase. You go straight into, making profit potentially. But yeah, I've never done instant funding.
Yeah. There's a couple ways to look at it, right? Because, if you pay for, if you're trading a challenge and you got to make $9,000, let's just say, well, let's use the 50K. You got to make $3,000 to pass your challenge. If you just do instant funding, because all you have to do is make the $3,000 to get your payout. But if you do a challenge, you got to make $3,000, get funded, and then make another $3,000 at least to take your payout. You know what I mean? So you got to make $6,000. So you kind of do it like that. You go, okay, I only need to do this once to get my payout.
Yeah, that's what's attractive about it to me, because I've passed quite a few challenges. So I'm thinking
exactly.
That time spent kind of passing challenges, I could just go straight to funded. But what I'm waiting on, like I want to get a payout from Top Step first, just to prove to myself that I have the discipline and the that I trust myself enough to invest in instant funding and get a payout with them.
Fair.
Yeah.
I always tell people, like, if you're not taking payouts or you've never taken a payout, like maybe instant funding is not the move, because I just don't want to see people overspend. You know what I mean? Like the instant funded accounts, like you just said, are a bigger upfront cost. Like, I mean, you have been trading for long enough that I would trust you to like handle an instant funded account, but somebody who's been trading for, let's say, 6 months, I don't think I would recommend them instant funded. I think it's, it'll just be a money pit for them. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like if you go into instant funding expecting to hit a home run and all that, I don't think those are good odds.
Exactly. But shout out Top One Futures. We're going to give away some Top One Futures accounts in just a minute, guys. But they, in my opinion, still have like the best bang for your buck when it comes to instant funded. 55% off, code match, and you can have up to 1.8 million max allocation with them, which is, for instant funded, they offer the most accounts that you can trade at one time. So you can scale up, copy trade. So yeah, shout out Top One Futures. I would say for anyone that is interested, they're a good starting point because you are getting a better discount. The other one I'd recommend is Tradeify. They're one of my favorites just for like their customer support and their payout speed. They're great, but they're a little bit more of like a premium price, I guess you would say. But they're very reliable. 30% off with code match there. If you had to pick one, John, I know you got to go in a minute, but what firm would you pick, you think? Like what's had you catching your eye?
Like, futures firm. I'd probably go with Tradeify just because I've been hearing a lot of good things about them. Mostly just word of mouth and things I've been hearing about them. And also the reviews. They have really good reviews. They have a 4.7 on prop for match.
Yes. Reviews.
So I would actually, before I invest, I would probably read all the reviews, but they're the ones that are catching my eye at the moment.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, man. I don't want to keep you too long, John. I know you got some stuff to do. Anything else you want to bring up before you head off? How's that trade looking? No entry yet, right?
No entry yet. Nope. But I'll keep monitoring it and seeing if it sets up. But prop for match is a bit busy, so I'll probably be working most of the morning as well. So I'll hop out. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, man. Thanks for coming on. We will see you on Thursday, I believe.
On Thursday, yep.
All right, man. Have a good couple days and talk to you soon, brother.
Sounds good. Thanks, Zach. See ya. Bye.
It's good chat. Thanks for coming. Shivam says, yeah, shout out John. As always, shout out John. What time frame am I using for my entries? Usually 5 minute and 1 minute. What up, Wendy? Good morning. I see you in the chat. My Funded Futures, you guys like? Yeah, they're a solid firm. I like My Funded Futures as well. W. John in the chat. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hopefully he gets that trade. I can see it playing out. It's just, what do we got? 30 minutes now till the open. For me, it's like I'm hands off until the open. I might as well wait. With bank holiday, do you think we will get that volume? Dude, I totally forgot about this. Yeah, today's a bank holiday. Are we closing early? Can somebody let me know? I'm going to look this up real quick. Zach, I've watched your videos before. Are you live streaming every day on this channel or yours at all? Yeah, primarily this channel. Live streaming from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday. But yeah, hold up. Is this like a legit bank holiday? Because if so, the market's going to close early. I'm going to look this up real quick. It's weird because usually bank holidays, the market is like really low volatility, but there's been volatility today in the overnight session, at least, like a good amount. I'm just trying to check this and see. By the way, guys, we got to run a giveaway, though. We got some accounts to give away. Where are we at on likes? We got 55 people watching right now. We got 50 likes. Let's go. So we can run a giveaway in a second. I just want to confirm that today, if the market's going to close early or not. Because if so, I don't know if I want to like force any trades on a bank holiday. You know what? I think this is more of a, I think today is going to be more normal. Because we're not even closing early. It says no early close for equity index futures today, November 11th, 2025. It's running on its regular schedule for ESNQ, the Russell, and YM. So for the CME, I'm not too concerned. I think we're gonna have a regular day for the most part. So I know it says bank holiday, but for me, it's like if we're not closing early, then it's not super interesting to me to like worry about. So that answers that, which is what's up. So giveaways today, Blue Guardian, Top 1 Futures. I'm working on getting some more, guys. We'll get Tradeify again soon, for sure. But for now, we got Top 1 Futures, Blue Guardian. Huge shout out to those guys. They are just massive sponsors of the show. They've given away so many accounts. Really appreciate that, man. We getting Zackify. No Zackify today. Maybe if I did start a prop firm though, maybe I would call it Zackify. That's kind of lit. Zarbify. But all right, let's do this. Let's do this, chat. Who has joined the Discord? Have you guys joined the Discord? I believe we have it in the YouTube description now. So I want you guys to join because we're going to run our giveaway through the Discord chat. Okay. Let me just make sure we dropped that. Yeah. So if you go to the description of the video, you can click our Discord invite link. I want you guys to join the Discord, get verified. I just typed it in the chat as well. And what you're going to do here, let me change my screen so you guys can see. I'll show you guys what we're going to do for this giveaway. So let me get it up real quick. So many tabs open. Sorry, fam. 1 sec. Okay. Here we go. So you're going to join the Discord. You're going to get verified. And once you get verified, you're going to go here. And all of these chat rooms are going to open up. So we have PFM TV, we have the announcement channel, we have Zach's analysis. So this is where I'm posting my chart markups every day, giving out my key levels. We have the chart room. So this is where you're going to post your chart markups, okay? You see we got Sam the Trader in here. He's posted some markups. Let's go ahead. Let's put a little salute. We have fire emoji. Let's put a fire emoji for him. Shout out. We got Hell Saint in here posting their markups. Shavam. We got the whole crew. So what you guys are going to do, though, you're going to go over here to the stream chat. And you are going to type. Let's start with Blue Guardian. So I'm going to start it right here. Giveaway. Blue Guardian starts. Oh, wait. We can't use all caps. I think they get mad. Don't type anything yet, guys. And don't use all capitals. I don't know why we can't use capitals. I guess people find it annoying. I guess that makes sense. So go ahead and drop your entries. Type Blue Guardian in the Discord chat right here. I just started it off. So that's going to be where we mark it from. Okay. All right, cool. I'm seeing the entries coming in. Beautiful. I'll get my regular screen back up. We see that going. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a real quick break. I'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes. Screen is not showing. Okay, you guys can see my screen now, right? Let me drop the YouTube link or the Discord link again. I see my screen up here. I think we're good. Okay, cool. So you guys get the deal though. Okay, you're going to type Blue Guardian into the Discord stream chat. I see all the entries coming in. Please, guys, try to refrain from entering more than once. If you spam it, we're going to end up having to like deal with kicking people. I really want to avoid that. There is absolutely no reason to spam that chat with multiple entries. Enter once. This is why we switched it over to Discord. It's going to be a lot easier to organize. Okay, so only enter one time, please. And don't use all caps. Don't use capital letters. So I will be right back with a quick break. And we will announce the winner as soon as I get back. So just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I will be back in 3 minutes. Yo, we are back. Sorry for the longer break than usual, but we had to get a few things sorted. How we doing, chat? How are we doing? Did everybody get their entries in on Discord? I see they're still coming in. Remember, guys, you only need to enter once. This is looking good, though. Okay, looks like we got the entries. Does anybody need an extra, 30 seconds or so? Anyone need 1 more minute? I want to make sure everyone gets an opportunity to enter. Let me know. Are we good? Has everyone entered? Thank you, Apine, for welcoming me back. Appreciate you. Yes, everyone entered. All right, cool. Looks like we got all the entries. All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's run it up. Let me get all these entries. Okay. So we'll start off with Blue Guardian. Let's give away some Blue Guardian accounts. We got 74 people watching. Shout out to all 74 of you. Smash that like button, man. If we got 74 people watching, we should have 74 likes. You know what I mean? Okay, let me get this list going. Market's just consolidating too, so we got nothing to worry about. We're not missing anything until the 9:30 open, so we can run giveaways till 9:30. Okay, got this list populating. I love it, man. All unique entries here. This is good. This is what's good about doing it through Discord. Let's do the pinwheel, chat. I see 2 more people entered. I will go ahead and add you guys. Don't worry. I'll add you because I'm a nice guy. See, it's much easier to do it like this. I could add 1 or 2 people when it's all in the same place, but when it's in the YouTube chat, it's all over. So, okay, we add this last guy. All right, cool. We're good. We ready, chat? See, I'm a nice guy. I made sure everyone got in there. We ready? On 3. Who's it going to be? Remember, guys, with Blue Guardian, I need you all to know, you can only win 1 Blue Guardian account every 30 days. Okay, so if you've already won a Blue Guardian account in the last 30 days, you can't claim another. So just always need to let people know that. And also, if your country is restricted from trading with Blue Guardian, there's nothing we can do at support for you. Okay, if you can't claim the account, we can't give you a different one or anything like that. Okay, so always make sure that you're in. But 1104, you are the winner. Shout out. Where you at, bro? Are you here? 1104. Shout out. Let's go. Is that R6 in the chat? Yeah, just what you're going to do is you're going to go to, okay, it's R6. Shout out, bro. What you're going to do is you're going to go to PFM support on X, and you're going to DM them your Discord handle and show proof of your Discord handle. So really simple. Let's add this name. Okay, we'll remove you. And we can run 1 more, at least. I am Gold. What's your name on Discord, bro? I am Gold. Tell me what your Discord name is. It should be there. There's no reason it wouldn't, unless you're coming in late. There's 3 people that have come in late. Here, I'm going to add them. But you guys, I got to understand, you came in late, and that's why your name isn't on the list. And I am gold. You're in here, bro. What am I can't listen to people. I cannot listen to people. Your name's right here, my dude. I love you, but like, come on. You're in, brother. All right, let's run it. Here, I'm going to be nice too. 3 more people have joined. I'm going to add their names. All right, 5 people. Listen, I'm going to just add their names because I want to shout out everyone who, joins the Discord. They deserve it. But I'm not adding any more after this. I'll say that. I'm getting them in here, though. Because I'm a nice guy, okay? I want people to get opportunities to get accounts. All right? That's who I am. I'm a nice guy. All right, so let's do it. And that's it, though. I'm not adding anyone else. Yeah, stop, guys. People come in late. They try to. You missed it. You missed it. All right. I'm not looking at the chat. Here we go. Mac Tech, let's go. You're the winner, bro. Shout out. Go ahead and let us know you're in the chat. But that's it. All you got to do is go to PFM support on X and claim your account. So here, let me drop the PFM support account in here so you guys can get to it. Prop for match support. I go here. I'll drop this link in the chat for you. DM them, show them your Discord name. That's it. That's all you got to do. Super simple. It'll take a little bit of time. Sometimes it takes a couple days for you to get your account and everything. So just be patient, but you're going to get your account. Congratulations. All right, let me save this name. Yeah, some people's names are different in the their YouTube name is different from Discord. That's why we're going with Discord. By the way, guys, I got a new Zin flavor. I mean, it's not like a different flavor. It's spearmint, but it's like a different style of Zin. Kind of interested. I haven't tried it yet. We're going to try it here. Wendy's pumped about the Discord. Hell yeah. Discord is going to be sick. And we're still like in beta phase. Like we're just rolling it out slowly. All right. We got a lot of stuff planned with the Discord. What is Zin? Abby, you love those Zins? This one? These ones are new in my area. In Brooklyn, I never saw these until recently. Trying them out right now. Damn, I got people to order their own Zin. Abby ordered Zin because of me. They should sponsor the stream. Yo, imagine we got a Zin sponsor. That would be sick. I would do anything for a Zin sponsor, bro. I would sell my soul for a Zin sponsor. Yeah, they're lip pillows. Tobacco-free nicotine pouches. Exactly. Good morning, Zach. Hope you have a kick-ass day. I hope you have a kick-ass day, Jenna. Does it help in making me profitable? I think it does. It helps you lock in, gives you focus. Hey, good morning, Nicoletta. Any trading going so far? No trades for me yet, no. So, I'm feeling a little bullish. I'm going to use the previous day's point of control as my line in the sand. I talked about this a few times. So I want to see this overall zone hold for a move up to midnight. That would be ideal. If I can get in and out on like a quick long scalp up to the midnight open at a good price, like if I can get in down here at like the 550s or so, there's a lot of range for me to catch up to midnight. That would like make my day and I could be done. And then not trade until 1 o'clock when I go on stream for Killzone. So yeah, we'll see. I would like that. But I got my eyes open. I got my ears open. You know, I'm well aware of this higher time frame SMT divergence we have, which is a little concerning for longs. So if you guys notice, these swing lows right here. So November 5th and November 6th, NQ has put in a lower high here, right? If we go to ES, it took out that high. So there's like a higher time frame bearish SMT, which is a little concerning for long continuation. Again, it's high time frame, so it could take a while to build out that reversal if it's even going to happen. But I do got to be cautious of that. So like that's why this previous day's point of control is going to be my line in the sand. If we break below this, I would actually maybe rather consider shorts with the idea that we have that bearish SMT above us. So that's kind of like my overall analysis here and what I'm looking at. If that makes sense, let me know. You guys like that? Makes sense to you? ICT Legends. Let's go. Nicoletta's waiting for longs too, waiting for a 4-hour candle close. Nice. All right, and we got Randy coming on in a few minutes. I'm going to drop him the link so he's ready to go. So Randy will come on in a few minutes. Guys, smash that like button too. As soon as we get to 100 likes, if we can get to 100 likes while Randy's on, we'll do the rest of our giveaways. I got 6 more accounts to give away, so we got a lot. Abby says Abe. I don't want to confuse Abe with Abby, who's one of my students. Abby, I know you're in the chat. How are you doing so far? Have you been green? Have you locked in $150 winning days? I don't want to blow up your spot, but I feel like I got to tell the chat. Chat, one of my students is like really close to locking in like a $6,000 or $7,000 payout. All she has to do is lock in a couple $150 winning days to qualify on Top Step. So I'm putting her on the spot a little bit right now. I want to see if she have you locked in those winning days? How you doing? Wendy says Randy is awesome. Let's go. I'm up 2,500 yesterday and 500. Oh my God. Yo, so you're at an even bigger payout than what we talked about on Friday on our coaching call. What? Yeah. Oh my God. Sick. So how many more days do you need to qualify and request the payout? What do you need? You need 1 more day, 2 more days? Bro, this is going to be such a flex for me because I took Abby over as a student, and if she hasn't had a payout yet. So if I take her over as a student, and like a month later she gets a big payout, I mean that's going to look pretty good for me. You know what I mean? 1 more day on 2 accounts and 2 more days on the other. Okay. We got this. Yeah, shout out Abby. Shout out. All right, this is what we're going to do, chat. Randy's going to be here in a minute or so. So I am going to take 1 more quick break. Let's do this too. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll give away 1 more account just so we keep everyone. I want everyone to make sure they stay here till Randy gets here. Let's run 1 more giveaway real quick. What we're going to do, it's going to be in the Discord chat as usual. Oh, Big Mike. Bro, what are those Zins? Yo, chat, look at the Discord. This is what we're going to use the Discord for. What is that Zin case, bro? That looks crazy. Hold up. I need to show the chat this for anyone that's not in the Discord. Look at this. This looks crazy, bro. I've never seen this before. That looks like a serious Zin pack. What is that? Where do you get that? Yeah, it looks like a Pokemon ball. This is what the Discord's for, though, man. Not just giveaways, for us to have fun. That's crazy. Yo, send me over one of those. I'll buy one from you. Damn. All right, chat. So we got Randy here. I'm going to pull him up in one moment. We're going to just take a quick, very quick, like 60-second break. And as soon as I get back, we'll add Randy to the stream. So just give me like 60 seconds. I'll be right back, chat. What's up, chat? We are back. Let's get Randy up in here. Yo,
what's happening, man?
It's good, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. I woke up this morning sick.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I'm not feeling the best, but it is what it is. This is family life. First Miles got sick, then Hillary got sick, then I thought I was indestructible, and here I am sick.
Damn, man. What do you got? Just like a little cold, or?
It's cold. There's a cold going around here everywhere right now. Everybody's getting it. So,
So, guys, I want to intro Randy. He's a good trading buddy of mine. We're part of the same mentorship, the Black Shirt Club. Shout out Austin Silver. Shout out ASFX TV. Randy is on there a lot, streaming like multiple days a week now. And I know you're in Canada. Is it like super cold up there? Bro, today it started snowing a little bit here in Brooklyn. Like there were little dustings of snow, which blew my mind because it usually doesn't start snowing in early November like this.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I was talking to Austin about this yesterday, but you guys get it a lot colder on the East Coast. You guys get a way colder front than it does here in Vancouver. The weather is way more temperate. Like it's more rainy and cool versus being cold and snowing.
Oh, because you're West Coast. Okay.
Yeah.
East Coast Canada, it gets cold though, right? I'd imagine.
Well, my sister's in Toronto, and it gets like I go out there quite a bit, and I still can't deal with the winters.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So West Coast is different from East Coast. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on Prop for Match TV. It's great to have you. If maybe you want to give a little intro to yourself, kind of how long you've been trading, all that good stuff.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, what's up, everyone in the chat? Thanks for the love. I've been trading since I started trading in January 2024. I basically went headfirst into trading and went straight into a mentorship, and that's how I found Austin. And then through Austin, I met Zach, and and became good friends with Zach and everybody else in the mentorship. But basically, yeah, I've been trading since January 2024. I've only traded ES. I haven't really strayed too much. I've traded a little bit of NQ, but basically just using the VWAP, volume profile, and bookmap, those three things. And I picked up volume profile from Zach, VWAP from Austin, obviously, and then bookmap. I just there were some other people using it that I started to incorporate bookmap into my trading, and that was basically it. And here we are. I can't believe it's been almost 2 years. It's wild. Yeah. Now I'm streaming. Going to be probably streaming every day on ASFX TV with Austin and Evan and James, and I get to have these get to be on here streaming with you, which is super cool. Just watching the evolution of the space and just sticking to it and watching everybody grow is super cool. So
hell yeah, man. You also have a podcast too. We should talk about that real quick. What's going on with the podcast? Randy is a host of a trading podcast.
Yeah, so to be honest, when I used to watch Austin's podcast, I still do, and I always wanted to do a podcast, but something more along the lines of just conversations with struggling traders. And one thing lacking in the space is you never really get to hear about year 1 to year 5 or year 1 to year profitable. You get to hear about all the wins, how do you get to payouts and all these great things, which are awesome, but you never just get to sit and hear like, shit, I blew this account today, or this happened to me, or I lost this. Or we actually just did our latest episode. We just did it with Christine, who is the other host. There's 3 hosts, me, Christine, and Thomas. We all started trading together in the Black Shirt Club, but we did it with Christine's husband, Andrew. So it's the first time we got to have someone on the show and get the perspective of being on the other side of being with a struggling learning trader, which was super cool. Get to see what he sees when we have those, big losing days, those big winning days, and get to really start to look in from that angle. So it's called Behind the Charts. It's on YouTube. I will drop a link in the chat, and definitely check it out. It's so cool. And we've had people from our comments come onto the podcast. So
yeah, man, I've been a guest before. They're great hosts. Austin's been a guest. You guys have already had a ton of great interviews. I actually just started listening to the newest episode with Christine's husband. I watched like the first 20 minutes so far. I just think it's a cool concept because it's unique. Like what you guys are doing is pretty unique for a trading podcast. Mainly because of how just honest and raw you guys are. You're like, hey man, I'm struggling right now. I am not doing great. Or maybe, hey, I finally got a payout. I got 2 payouts. I'm starting to figure things out. It's really refreshing, which is what I love about the podcast. And then you have cool ideas like let's interview someone's partner and learn about the experiences from the partner side of you, which, dude, we're all traders. We know we've put them through a little bit of turmoil at times, trying to figure this out. So yeah, super relatable. I thought that was a really cool idea.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And it's like even how you're streaming now and how you've built this. I was looking at the lineup for this week, and every single person on the lineup this week I've had a personal conversation with, which is super cool about this space, is that, you get to start to meet like-minded people. You get to grow with them. You become friends. So it's just, I don't know. It's a lot different than I pictured trading when I first got into it, and I'm grateful to have met people like Zach along the way.
Yeah, man. So if you want to get your charts up, bro, would love to see what you're looking at. I kind of had a general idea that I think I like the longs as long as we hold above the previous day's point of control. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Market's been open for 5 minutes. I'm not super into just getting long right here, though, because technically we do have an 80% setup. We haven't actually touched the previous day's point of control. So I'm a little bit cautious. I have this 15-minute fair value gap marked out, though, and we are bouncing from there. But something just doesn't feel right to me about getting long yet before we've tapped the previous day's POC and fulfilled the 80% setup when we're this close to it. You know what I mean? So exactly. I would love to see that sweep, kind of stop all these early longs out, tap into that level, and then run to midnight. I definitely see a good setup here, but I need to be a little more patient here. And if we run straight up to midnight and I miss it, it is what it is. We'll just take it level to level. But that's kind of what I'm looking at. But yeah, if you want to get your chart up, your screen, love to see what you think.
Yeah, so I lost an XFA last night on a short.
Damn.
I just didn't have much drawdown, and I just sized in literally a tad heavy, and I got stopped out to a tick. And price came down because I was looking at the exact same thing. NQ had engaged its previous point of control last night in the Asian session, where ES hadn't yet, and so I was looking at even previous days here. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, get your screen up. That's interesting because I have previous days point of control on MNQ down at 25,545, which has not been touched yet. So but I think we use our volume profiles are a little bit different, I think. So
yeah, see, that's where I'm on electronic hours. I think we had this conversation before too, right? So I got MNQ's previous day's point of control at 25,645 or 648.
Oh, that's interesting. Let me double check mine. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on.
Let's do a little.
No, yeah, I have it at 25,546.
Weird.
And you're on MNQ or NQ?
NQ. Oh, see, that's the difference.
Yeah, you know what?
Can't be that much of a difference.
It usually is not that much of a difference, but sometimes it is, and it just kind of is what it is. You're also on the continuous contract. I like to use the whatever contract we're currently on. So I use December contract. So that could be a factor too. But yeah.
Interesting. I will change that because I don't trade NQ and YM. So I use the continuous contract, as you can see here. And then when I'm on ES, I'm on the actual ESZ contract. So.
Got you.
Yeah. Where do you have ES previous days point of control?
ES previous days POC I have at 6,830.
Yeah, I got it at 839. So there's a little bit of a difference probably from micros to minis there.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Let me check the micros. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I always say, guys, when you get a situation like that, just use whichever one you're trading. So if you're trading the micros, use it on the micros. You don't need. It's easier than trying to make a decision on which is better. But yeah, for the micros, I also have it at 830. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So this was the trade that I was looking at and I got stopped out on. I got stopped out right there.
Brutal, dude. Jesus.
This is like,
you were in what, minis or micros?
Micros, but I was in 15 micros. So I should have just did 10. But I just wanted to put it because then I was just like, I could see this coming lower. And then I added another 5 into it. And everything was just telling me it wanted to come lower. But I didn't see this last little attempt here by the buyers to try and overtake the overnight view up. And it is what it is. It's trading. What do you do, right? You can't win them all. But yeah, no, basically we have previous days New York down here where it kind of looked like it found some support. And NQ sat on its previous days New York, came through it, and then now we're back above it. So like you said, I do like the longs. I think we had to come down here and take a bunch of this liquidity out. But let's see. Let's just see if this wants to make another little leg lower before it wants to come higher.
Yeah, seems like we agree for the most part. That's what I would love to see. Just one more leg lower. We're 10 minutes into the session. So you use the 15-minute opening range as well, right?
Yes. So that's one thing we actually have been talking about. This is something that, the beauty of the podcast is listening to other people and trading strategies. There's quite a few people that trade a 5-minute opening range.
Interesting. Okay.
So I've been playing around with it. And then I actually met someone that trades, he calls it the mid-range breaks, which is exactly 50% of the 15-minute opening range. And he's trading that level. And I didn't realize when my opening range prints, it prints this text here at the opening range is exactly at the 50% level of the opening range.
Interesting. Okay.
So there's some but trading, and this firsthand is I can put a level on a chart and you can put a level on the chart and it could be 2 different levels, but it could be engaged in the same way. So it's cool in the sense you just got to look at things as confluences and not try and muddy the water.
Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
So I'm looking at Bookmap. We have some orders down below here. On NQ, we just tapped some of the orders that were down below. So
yeah, maybe you could, can you give the chat a little rundown on how you use Bookmap? Because other than Austin, you're actually the first trader we've had on here who uses Bookmap a lot. Like, how do you use it? Can you explain to them what it even is? A lot of people see that chart and they go like, what is that, dude? It just looks kind of crazy. So maybe you can give everyone a little rundown.
So it's basically it is order flow, but like the DOM, but just basically put in a visual pattern for you to see. And so as you can see price here on this scale on the right-hand side, there's orders sitting at these, illuminated levels, like these red and yellow. The brighter red it is, the stronger the more orders will be sitting at that. But these are just limit orders, market orders. They could be buy, sell, stops. We don't know. We just know that at 68.30, there's business to be done. Now, whether we get here and we interact with this level and we cut through it, this is where I use a bit of discretion and I watch how price and whether it's buyers or sellers take these orders, and I'll use it as this is more for trade management. I'm not necessarily using it for entry, like, but I could look to front run my orders down here. But what I do now and what Austin doesn't do, and I'm finding success with, is seeing these orders and then looking back at my chart and seeing, is there confluences at these levels? Well, what's at 68.35? 68.35 is previous day's New York VWAP. And you can see clearly there's orders sitting at previous day's New York VWAP. If you looked at this last night when we were above the volume profile, you would have seen orders at each level of the volume profile. So it's just giving me confluences that we're trying to pull price down to this level. But that doesn't mean that when we get to this level, we're just going to crash through and come down to, there's orders all the way down here at 68.20. It does not mean that at all. We could find support anywhere in here.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at it for trade management and kind of just building my thesis on where the market is trying to pull price to.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of these tools that have grown in popularity in the last few years. Bookmap's a big one. I also used to follow a crypto trader that used footprint charts, which is a little different from Bookmap, where the footprint chart, you can actually see the orders inside of each candle. And people have strategies around this. Like, I remember looking at it and being like, okay, cool, I see these orders, but what does that tell me really? But I didn't do enough, I didn't do a deep enough dive into how to actually formulate a strategy with that information. But I know a lot of people, they love this stuff. They say that like footprint charts or things like Bookmap are major keys to their edge, which is, like in the same way that volume profile is a major key to my edge. It's like a really helpful tool.
And I'm still developing my edge, full disclosure. I'm 2 years into trading, and I spent the first 6 months solely on VWAP. Then I put another 6 months into adding Bookmap in, and then another 6 months I've been using volume profile now. So I'm still, developing that and trying to figure out of 1, 2, 3, where does VWAP, volume profile, and Bookmap line up now? And that order changes a little bit every now and then. I try and put VWAP at the top, but then there's days where I want to fight the VWAP and I find really, really good trades. So I kind of got it. Then that gets put down and volume profile comes up now, right? Like it's always developing for me. And again, I'm only 2 years into trading. So this is a journey. It takes time. I've watched Zach develop over the last 2 years, and it's just like, if you haven't seen Zach's courses that he just dropped, it's you guys, whoever has been watching him on stream knows he's knowledgeable. Like, he's just dude, you are a beast, honestly, man. I have a lot of respect for you. Like, from the day we met to now, and just watching you just stream and watching your courses and stuff is amazing, man. So
I appreciate that, man. I was so worried that the course was gonna suck. I don't know why. I just was like, I don't know. I just, how it is when you're the same way, bro. You want to do things as good as possible. You want to be as efficient. You just want to do things. I'm one of those people that I don't do many things, but the things that I do, I put 1,000% into. That's just, I'm able to focus more like that. I'm not one of these like jack of all trades. It's like, I got one thing and I'm in there. So with the course, you know, it was my first time doing it and I was worried, you know, you tell yourself, I think this might suck. I don't think this is good, but it's just us telling ourselves that. But yeah, I love that people have been enjoying it. So have you been watching it actually? I was wondering.
Yeah. Cause I actually really want to, I want to hone in more on my volume profile. And I really am interested in learning more about liquidity concepts. Just when I use volume profile, it kind of brings me down that road.
Yeah.
And it starts to make sense more. So I lean quite heavily into the volume profile. And I just like maybe a month ago, I added previous week's volume profile just on the charts. I was watching some video. Yeah. And it just kind of builds a bigger thesis for me. And it's really cool to see price bounce off that level on the start of a week or midweek on a big sell-off or a big rally. You'll see buyers or sellers step in at those levels. So I'm just always interested in learning. And like I said, I'm still trying to develop a strategy. Not a strategy, sorry. I'm trying to develop an edge and finding exactly what suits my personality and my trading style. So yeah, super stoked for the course. I've been looking forward to it because there's really not much that I found that I've been easily digestible on, whether it's YouTube or whatnot. So
what would you say right now out of those three, VWAP, volume profile, book map, which one is at the top of your list right now? Like what you're seeing the most importance or, you know, putting the most importance on?
Probably volume profile.
Volume profile. Okay.
Yeah. Because we're getting a lot of in volatility. I don't think VWAP is really, it's hard to play off of VWAP, especially if you want to trade with any size or have a tighter stop, where volume profile gives me a clear level for a break and a retest. Because it's not where VWAP is, what is the term? Like it's always changing. I don't know what you call it. Like, yeah, it's dynamic, right? So you have to have, and that's why Austin does very well trading VWAP because he has very big stops. And he just lets the idea, like, you know, he lets his trade run and play out and go 90% of the drawdown. And I noticed we talked about this before. You're doing a bit of that too now, where you're letting yourself go into drawdown, knowing that, because when we first met, you were a, I don't know, 4R, 5R, 9R, 10R trader. Like it was crazy. I still remember seeing those as a new trader, and you'd be like 9R, 11R on a trade, and then 50 losses, like 50 paper cuts.
Exactly. That's the part that I was honest about it. Like people always knew I had a low win rate, but you know, I couldn't like get into the chat and show every little paper cut I took because it would just look crazy. So then when I finally get the win, it's 9R. But I was talking about this morning. It's like, yeah, okay, I maybe caught a 9R trade, but it took me 6 losses or 7 losses to catch it. So really I made 2R. And that was kind of the big, that was like the light bulb moment for me. I was like, what about all these times where my trade went 1R and then back to break even? I could have just done that 6 times and been up 6R instead of taking like 8 executions to catch a 2R ultimately. So yeah, I've definitely opened up my stop quite a bit. And, you know, it's a balance though, because over the summer, I was really opening it up and going for the smallest move possible. And I just feel like depending on the market conditions, this is what I'm noticing, like it's always going to be dynamic. So lately, the market has been moving. It's been a little bit more volatile, and it's been easier for me to capture like 25, 30, 50 point moves. And I haven't needed to have that as wide of a stop. So lately, I've been actually bringing my stops down a little bit more. Still going for like 1-to-1s, or a 1-to-2 is like my max risk reward. But it all depends on the market conditions. Right now, it's, you know, you can catch a 400 tick move on NQ in 15 minutes, where over the summer, we were not getting that type of volatility. You know what I mean?
And I love how you say that, like your max is 1-to-2. And this is something I've been struggling with, because then I get hard on myself when I don't, like when I watch a trade run sometimes, knowing, not watching a trade run because knowing I was content with my profits, but I just pulled it too early because I was like, and watching it run. Not like taking 2R or 1R on the trade and being like, and when I do that, I'm totally content. Don't get me wrong. If my thesis plays out to my target, I'm good. But
Yeah.
when you trade too early and profit, and then you watch it run on you, those ones are struggles for me. And I like how you say like your max is 2R, like 1 to 2. You're good with that, right? Like you don't try and chase it for any more. Like maybe you put your profit break.
Golden, man. Yeah, bro. I know Christine. I actually see Christine in the chat.
She's in the chat.
Shout out to Christine. Yeah, she's one of the co-hosts of Behind the Charts. I know she's doing 1 to 2s now, and she loves it. She loves the 1 to 2s, she's saying, because, you know, listen, I mean, it's simple math, guys. Like if you trade a 1 to 2, you only need a 33% win rate to be break even. It's good odds. You know, you add some edge to that with technical analysis, you can comfortably capture 1 to 2s all throughout the day. So yeah, I do want to talk about this market real quick. What are you, so here, Randy, tell me if you agree with this. We got that move down. So I'm very happy that we didn't try to get long in here in this chop. Right now, we got that sweep. So this is what I'm seeing. We swept out this low. We still have not technically touched the previous day's POC. But for me, once we get within a few ticks, I could start, like if we want to run up and I get an entry from here, I might be comfortable with taking it because we're pretty close. But what I'm going to be doing is we have this 1 minute bearish fair value gap. We also have a slight bullish SMT divergence on the 1 minute as well. So I don't know if this is going to hold, but it's just something that I'm noting for now. ES has not taken out this low from 825, while NQ has. So we'll see if ES actually holds this swing low. If it does, and if NQ and ES get a 1 minute inversion to the upside, so something like this, if we get a closure above this 1 minute, I would be interested in a trade like this. And again, using that midnight open as my draw on liquidity. So no entry yet. This is why I love inversions, because I can only enter once I get confirmation. So we'll see. Maybe we go a little bit lower first. Maybe we go to the previous day's POC and I get a lower entry. But I really like an idea here as long as we can hold this overall zone. We just need to get the entry signal to the upside now.
Interesting. Nick Jocelyn just coded a midnight VWAP indicator with Traders Pro. He just sent it to me, and it's not even midnight VWAP. It draws this. Let's see how it looks on my chart. Let's open it up. I got to get on a call with him to understand it a little bit more. But yeah, so we're not even. Like, see how it didn't, I don't know why it didn't draw it today. Something was not right with it, I don't think. But it's this green channel that it draws. And then this blue line is the midnight. But this is starting from, yeah, see, there's something, it's the way I might have coded it. Interesting. It's this red and green line here, these little channels. But he said he's loving it. Like,
so he's trading like the midnight retracement idea?
So it's something to do with midnight price. And then he's got a VWAP that draws with deviation bands. And then he's got a channel that forms too. So the channel helps him trade when it's choppy. He trades within the channel, like from level to level. And then on really nice trending days, he looks to trade the outside deviation bands. I think they're standard one deviation bands on each side. I got to have a call with him. He just sent me the code yesterday. I just plugged it into TradingView last night. So you guys are the first to see it, actually.
Interesting, man. Yeah, shout out Nick Jocelyn. That's another member of the like ASFX universe. And guys, this guy, I want to get him on stream. We've talked about it because he hops in the chat quite a bit here on stream. And I was saying, he said he's down. I want to get him on stream because, guys, this is a dude, when you talk about scaling up, his scalability with futures props is just insane. Like the guy is trading literally like 70 accounts, copy trading them all. 82 accounts right now, like an insane level of accounts, and doing really well with it. And actually, I just was working on a new YouTube video that we're going to be putting out with in conjunction with Prop Firm Match, and I talk about the purpose of the video is to talk about why I prefer futures over like forex prop firms. One of the biggest reasons is the ability you have to copy trade with futures props that you don't have the same opportunity with FX. So Nick Jocelyn is like a perfect example of that. Like the dude is trading 82 accounts. It's just insane.
Is this the move you're looking for?
Yeah, man.
VWAP?
Yeah, we might have a long on our hands. I didn't enter this yet. This is going a little too fast for me. But man, I'd like to try to take this. We still have that SMT in place. Yeah, oh man, I might miss it though. How much room is here? I need like a 200 tick stop at a minimum. All right, let's set a limit order. I'm gonna trade. We got four of my. Oh wait, these are my Apex accounts. I already made money on these, so I'm gonna go to Tradeify. Yeah, Tradeify. I haven't traded these yet today, so I'm gonna go to. I have 4 accounts. We'll start off with like a 3 micro trade. I'm gonna set a limit order right here in the midpoint of this 1 minute gap. We'll see if it fills. If I miss it, I miss it. You know, we'll see. I might miss it. It might run right without me. But I have a limit order here, guys. We got the inversion. So there's 2 ways to enter an inversion. And I talk about this on all of my videos when I'm teaching it. You have either the more aggressive way, which is you get in on the candle close of that inversion, stops below, target that 1-to-1 or to midnight. Or you could be a little less aggressive and try and get yourself a more optimal price for your entry. I prefer that. So most of the time, we're going to get that slight pullback back into an imbalance. So I try to be patient and wait for the market to kind of come to me, you know, so a move back into this gap and maybe I can get filled on a little higher low to go higher. So we'll see. Sometimes you miss trades though when you enter with limit orders, and that's just something you gotta balance out. More times than not, I do better getting in at limit orders and just forcing myself to be a little more patient. Yeah, Sam the trader is saying you hardly use market executions. Why? I kind of just went over it. I just think I'm someone that's not afraid to get into trades, Sam. So what I've noticed is I could be a bit like my trigger finger I could be a bit light on it, and I get tempted to hit the button. So in order to circumvent my impatience, I use limit orders to get in. So when I set a limit order, it begins to feel like I pressed the button. It satisfies that compulsion for me, but it gives me time to really think if I actually want to be in this trade or not. Where, you know, when I used to just get in at the market, I would hit that button without thinking clearly enough and then realize I don't want to be in the trade, but I'm already in the trade. So it's like I'm kind of like hacking my mind a little bit. That's the idea.
I do like that. It's getting over the fear of your limit order getting picked up and price sliding right through it. We talked about this before. And you said that's just like, what's the difference of taking a market order, entering a position, and price just reverses lower on you?
Yeah. For me, man, like, yeah, that happens. Trust me. But you know, and I used to think like that, but bro, there's no difference. If you get in at a market order, it could still just, you enter and it immediately goes back down too. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's almost no difference. So, yeah, I don't even think about that anymore, but it does happen. Sometimes that happens. And it actually happened yesterday. I was in a short, at the open, and dude, like literally it was, where was it? It was this. So I was in a short, Randy. I got in on a limit order on one of these like little moves right here, and it just ripped like from entry to immediate drawdown, and I took a loss within like seconds. So it does happen. But then we got back in, and I caught a nice short. So yeah, it does happen from time to time though. Okay, I like that 5-minute candle, man. I just hope I can actually get a pullback here. This might be a little too deep of a pullback, but yeah, I'm just going to keep it here for now. We'll see what happens.
YM's just ripping today. Like just held like overnight, just chop. Didn't really have much of a move down. And now it's sitting almost back up at 47,600.
Have you been trading YM at all?
No, I just have it on my chart. I have YM, NQ, and NES, and I try and look for either alignment on all three. Then you kind of know we're trending in that direction really cleanly. And then whether NQ or YM is going to have weight over ES on the day. Right?
Yeah,
When NQ is ripping and YM's down, ES will just be sideways. And it's like, this is where I need to start trading NQ and YM a little more, or even just NQ, because then it gets me to capitalize on better price action versus getting stuck in the chop on ES.
Facts. Yeah, I think gauging relative strength and weakness between the three indexes, super helpful. Super helpful. I just use ES and NQ. For me, YM just like moves so differently that I don't even see correlation these days. But a lot of people do, and you know that's good. By the way, guys, I just brought my limit order up by a couple of ticks. I might still miss this trade. I don't know, but I'm gonna be patient. I moved it up to 603.50. We might miss this trade though, guys, which, you know, it happens.
So Zach, quick question for you. When you're looking at a fair value gap, say a 5-minute fair value gap.
Yeah.
Are you expecting, it's not any kind of line in the sand or expecting to hold, because like multiple fair value gaps will print. Like we have one printed on ES right now, but then there's also one from earlier in the pre-market session still below us. So when you see multiple, say, bullish fair value gaps on a 5-minute chart, are you putting weight on any of them?
Yeah, so it's about context. Like, where is that fair value gap in relation to current price? Like, for example, maybe we can find one. Like, it depends. It depends on where that fair value gap is. So in a situation like this, we might print a 5-minute gap right here, right? And once this candle closes, it'll become a 5-minute fair value gap if we don't retrace all the way down. Yeah. I could use this one as a line in the sand for my idea because it's very relevant, because we swept this low, immediately pushed back up. And if we create that fair value gap, there's a lot of legitimacy to that particular gap because we also swept liquidity first. So I could use it as a line in the sand, at least short term. Like you said, like 5-minute gaps, you can't expect them to hold forever. I mean, they're less important than, let's say, an hourly gap, or, you know, the higher time frame you get, the higher probability they're going to be. But we can use them as lines in the sand. It's just about the context on where that gap printed and why. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. So here in that gap, it looks like it could retrace. And why I was asking is because sometimes I'll notice like a fair value gap will print, and then say a bullish fair value gap, and then the bottom of that fair value gap, you'll have, like on my chart, I have a 200 SMA and the New York VWAP is down there at the bottom of that gap. But if I look on Bookmap at, 43, there's orders sitting at 43. So that's where I'm trying to understand. Yeah, I'm trying to understand, but now I can see what you're saying. Like, obviously, the lower the time frame, the less weight you can put on the gap, because it's printed that much sooner.
Yeah, pretty much. So, guys, also I got into this trade hovering around my entry. Now, the only thing I feel a little bit weird about this one is that we still have not actually touched the previous day's POC. So, full disclosure, if this rips lower and makes one more low and then ultimately holds, it is what it is. I'm only in on 3 micros, so I'm going to watch this, and we will see. But I'm hoping we can get this momentum to kind of just break and retest and take out this high day, or not high day, but this swing high. We'll see. This is the thing though, Randy, look, I don't know if we're going to print. Did we print a fair value gap there?
I think it might have.
Yeah, we did.
Like very tiny. Yeah.
It's tiny. Okay. You know what though? I am going to use this now as my short-term line in the sand because it's relevant enough for me. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to hold just because it's relevant, but it's relevant to my idea. So if we rip below this gap, I might cut the trade early and try to find a better entry. So let's see what happens once we engage this level. I will admit though, this 5-minute candle doesn't look as bullish as it did before. This was a bit of a deep retrace, a little deeper than I would have wanted. And again, we have that previous day's point of control right here. I want to take a look at ES. Yeah, this is not, you know what? I think I need to cut this. I don't like this at all. I'm going to cut this one. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, we just took a small loss, $140. So nothing yet, but I don't like the way that it looks like we're just going to take out this low. So It is what it is. Yeah, I don't like the way this 5-minute looks now. I just don't like. It just seems like, why wouldn't we come out and take this low now? We got so close to it. So paper cut right there. We'll see if we can actually get the move to the previous day's POC. Yeah, ES doesn't look great either.
So wouldn't you be looking at the volume profile on ES and NQ versus the micro contracts, just because there's more volume in the New York session on those?
Say again. Can you repeat that?
Like, you know how you were saying you look at the POC and all that. Here we go. Here's that.
Here we go. See, so guys, even though I didn't have the best trade entry, I got out before that happens. There's nuance there. I said, you know what? Market told me we're going to come down and take this low. So I got out for a much smaller loss. And we just tapped the POC. So now we'll see what happens. Maybe we just sell off, bro. Like, this is the thing. I was talking about this yesterday. Let me know if you agree with this, Randy. When we had this gap up right here, this was like right as the government shut down. And I think a lot of people were saying, oh, this is so bearish. The government is shutting down. Market's going to sell off. And we just freaking grinded up for like a week and a half, 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
So now I think we just got word that the government's getting ready to open back up.
Reopen.
And I feel like now everyone's going to be bullish and we're just going to sell off, dude. Like, so I could see this being like a line in the sand. Like, we're not going to make a new all-time high for a few weeks. And this could be like a local high. And maybe we go lower. Do you think that could happen? I just feel like fundamentally, I just see.
Yeah, no, I could see that, and I listened to this podcast actually on Friday, and it's they were talking about how just people in the markets are really agitated right now. So people made a ton of money, people lost a ton of money, people are up on their gold, down on their gold, up on Bitcoin, down on Bitcoin. Like, it's like everybody's just pissed. So it's like the sellers are waiting for the little bit of snooze to rock this thing lower. And the buyers are still going to try and like grind this thing back to all-time high. So it's like almost like volatility created by like people just being, now people are tax loss harvesting earlier. Like, why wait till December? Why wait till the last 2 weeks of December when price action's even shittier and we're sitting at all-time highs? Why not just tax loss harvest now and start selling, whatever they need to do? Like, and then there's people that bought in at all-time highs that have lost their shirt, not lost their shirt, but they're down, so it's like everybody's just pissed. And I think you can see the market just seems pissed. Like, one day it's happy, one day it's pissed. Like, it's pretty funny when you look at it in that sense, like everybody just being agitated, right? So.
And by the way, guys, I'm taking one more entry here. We'll see. Maybe it fails, but okay. We tapped the previous day's POC and we just inverted this 1 minute gap like immediately after. Still only in on 3 micros. I'm going to give this one a shot. If this one fails, I think we're actually going to be bearish for the day. But I still like the idea of retracing to the midnight open. Okay. It's one of my favorite things to look for. So we'll see. Listen, maybe this fails too. Maybe I'm going to eat a loss today. But I traded a good setup, technically. We tapped a key level, inverted that 1 minute gap, immediately swept out these lows. We still have the midnight open as a draw on liquidity. So let's see how this one goes. Market's definitely moving. It's volatile. I was just down like 50 ticks within a second.
It's crazy for a bank holiday too.
Yeah, dude. So I thought, because usually bank holidays, the market shuts down early. But today we have a full day. So I was like, I guess I'm just going to treat it like a regular trading day. I don't know.
Well, it's trading like a regular trading day. You wouldn't think that because it's everything shut down up here in Canada. It's Remembrance Day, like same, like I think it's Memorial Day for you guys, right?
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. So it's like everything up here is closed, and so it's just weird to see like this kind of like volatility and price action.
Yeah, no, market is moving, man. But you're right. Like, maybe the market is still going to be a little weird on a bank holiday. So we'll see. Trade was looking good for a moment. Now it's back at break even. Let's see, man. I really don't want to see us get a 1 minute closure back below the inverted gap. It's still anyone's guess, but it's a valid trade. If I take a loss, it is what it is. It's a valid setup.
Are you looking at anything, Randy, yet, or are you still flat?
I don't know. I think ES wants to come just a little lower. Like it found support on its previous day's New York VWAP, but NQ is trading below it actually. And NQ's been resistance for NQ since the last hour and a bit. So I'm curious to see these orders on Bookmap down here on ES that I had on my chart that I had when I had it up down here at 68.30. Want to get filled now that those orders at 68.35 got filled. So if you come back here, these orders at 68.35 got filled. Price kind of found some support here. We got a bounce, but I don't know. To me, I just feel like this wants to come in and get filled. And then I got previous day's point of control mark down here at 68.30 on ES.
Yeah. So that's another knock against my idea is ES still hasn't tapped its previous day's POC. So maybe market continues a little bit lower until at least ES also engages its 80% setup.
And this is where I look at the weight of the markets and the strength. And I think if YM was not ripping, ES would be down here with making new lows with NQ.
Yeah.
I think that's what's propping up ES right now because YM is ripping for session highs.
That's so crazy. It's just so different, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It can be so confusing too when you look at it. Like, but I don't try and put weight on. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe you're gonna ask me in 6 months from now, and I'm not gonna have this 6 charts up like this, 5 and 15 of the 3 indices. Maybe I'll just have 1 chart.
I mean, listen, no, tons of people look at YM to gauge relative strength and weakness. So you're not like doing anything out of the norm. It's just funny to me how different it's been trading for the last year, you know?
And one thing I will say to everyone in the chat is if you guys see me, next time I come on stream and I'm not using the chart like this or something, like I don't give a shit. Like this is learning to trade. Like don't be afraid if something doesn't work for you. Don't try and be a square peg and put yourself in a round hole or whatever that saying is, because a lot of people in trading think that you have to do this, you have to do this strategy. Zach's right. You know what I mean? Like that's the way it has to be, and that's 100% the furthest thing from the truth. So.
Yo, totally agree, man. Yeah, completely. It's so many different ways of technical analysis work just fine. A lot of it is about like what makes sense for you as a trader, what fits your personality. And I understand that there's a fine line between strategy hopping and trying out new things, but I think most people, it's like you should know the difference. If something is not working and you want to keep learning, you got to figure that out. I'm at a point where I'm good, man. You have my concepts. I'm not trying to incorporate anything else. But you know what? If things start to if I start taking loss after loss after loss for like an extended period of time, maybe then I go, okay, let me try and change something up,
And over the last 6 months, you've changed your trading style a bit, like trade management.
Yes. Trade management was like night and day. I changed it completely. Exactly.
Right. And you were successful prior and then, had a bit of a lull and then you decided to change something and you've been, quite successful since. So it's like, there's nothing wrong with, and the markets are always changing. We have to adapt in one sense or the other too. Like,
yeah, it's nuanced. It's dynamic. The markets are not black and white.
I coded a bot with Troy from the Black Shirt Club, and over the last year, it had a 38% win rate. Over the last 30 days, it was a 66% win rate. So it just shows you how, like, even a bot, through market conditions and volatility in election, this, and this happens, and it doesn't know what to do, right? So very interesting. It just goes to show you how we have to adapt. Like having a bot is not the answer either.
Yeah, I heard that on stream. You're building out a bot. Is this something that is it just a little side project for you, or are you going like full force on that?
No, a little side project, and then I have some XFAs with Top Step that I would attach it to one of them. I'm just trying to understand how to, because the bot can have a wicked win rate, but it could also be sitting some trades into too much drawdown, and you would blow your account. So it's like finding that balance of drawdown to win rate to hitting, and the XFAs are nice because there's no consistency rule or profit targets or anything. So if the bot wants to run on a trade, you can let it run, not worrying about blowing your consistency out of the water because you got a 5-hour trade.
Yeah, facts.
But no, I just like it because it eliminates the human emotion from trading. Like it's my strategy. The bot's doing what I want it to do. The VWAP, seeing a volume profile, all this stuff. But it just takes that human clicking of the mouse out of it, right? Which can get you into trouble, as we all know.
Absolutely. I mean, I love being a manual trader because I think a lot of my edge comes from being able to make decisions on the fly based off what's happening. I think that's one thing I love about day trading. Like I do think a lot of my edge is from being able to make those decisions, but a lot of people don't want to do that, and if you could code a bot that's actually going to work, there's just so many like commercial bots out there that are total BS. You know what I mean? Like, I think in order to do it, you got to get one and like figure it out yourself. You got to add your flavor to it.
Yeah, and that's what Troy did. Troy spent the last, I think, 3 months working on this bot, and he's finally getting to a place where the bot was in a winning trade and he was closing the trade because he, was not thinking that the trade was going to run further, not trusting his bot. And now he's at the point where he's just got to trust his bot and let the trade just go because he's actually leaving a lot of money on the table. But that's human emotion. We see a certain amount of P&L and we get worried and we pull the trade. And where these things just keep running those trades that his bot's taking, right? So it's, again, right? It's just he's got to learn to trust it.
All right, guys.
I feel like we want to trade into these orders here, Zach. Like down.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you guys where I'm at right here. Trade is not looking great.
NQ looks like she's gone for making a new low again.
Yeah, I just put my stop. I'm giving it room below the previous day's POC. So we'll see. But yeah, not looking great. I mean, we're heavy, dude. Market is heavy right now. It's beginning to look like it wants to rip lower. But I just, I just feel like this midnight open is screaming to be taken. But listen, if we're going to have a bearish day, we don't always need a retrace to midnight. So
what's midnight price on NQ?
It's at 25,691. On the December contract.
Yeah, so there's basically at 25,700, there's like a massive lot of orders sitting there.
Interesting. Okay, maybe that'll help me. But yeah, man, I'm not liking it. Like I'm trying to just give this one all the room so that I don't cut it early, because at the end of the day, if I'm utilizing, and I talk about this in the course, I talk about it all the time. Golden rule, I would never get short when we're right at the previous day's POC. I could flip my bias if we break below the POC and it becomes resistance, something like this, if I could determine a target. But I tried to position myself above it, and I even traded an inversion. Like I had the entry signal, I had the key level. It's a setup that I would take 9 out of 10 times. So yeah, I'm just going to give it the room it needs. Again, I'm in on 3 micros, so it's pretty small size. How much? This will be like a $300 loss if it hits full stop, which it looks like it's gonna.
Yeah, there's orders down at 25,500 on NQ. That the way I look at Bookmap, I could either see this, that's price is going to pull to that, and then we're going to get a bounce, or when we get to it, it could just cut right through it.
Yeah,
but it's definitely, the buyers are definitely have a lot of orders sitting there. Hoping to prop something up if there's a move down lower.
Yeah, man. ES is real close to its POC. I feel like this is going to definitely secure myself being stopped out, because ES is not going to stop until it touches 830 now, at least. Like it's right there, which is going to bring NQ down. Here we go. We're about to get stopped out. Just missed me, but I got a good feeling it'll be coming back. Let's see. ES getting a little bounce here. Want to watch this 5-minute. We got somewhat of a 5-minute closure below the POC, but not a super convincing one. Like if this candle rips us back up, I would be saying that POC is still holding. Maybe this 15-minute will be a good gauge. We get a strong 15-minute closure below the POC. I'm like, okay, we broke it. But if we wick onto it and close higher, I think it's still game. But yeah, I don't like this trade nearly as much. I would not be getting into this after what I just saw. but I'm in it. So we'll wait. We inverted that gap and just fell right back down. So it totally failed the inversion. I'm trying to think what would be relevant now. I don't know. I'll just see if we get back above it.
Yes, ES just pulled back up to its previous day's New York VWAP.
Interesting.
And it's just below it, but it's looking to take it. So let's see what happens here. But again, just these orders down at 68.30. With the way price, this is where you have to use Bookmap, and the way I use it is just looking at price action, structure. I feel like in now previous days point of control, I feel like we want to take those orders. Like there's more things in favor for us to come down and take those orders than not. And the thing with Bookmap, orders can sit on the book all day, and they could just, look like they're going to get filled in the morning, and they don't get tapped till later in the afternoon.
Sure.
It's like when Brian Shannon talks about a gap, and he says a gap will always get filled. Like if there's a gap, it can get filled in a year from now. Who knows? But it always gets filled.
Yeah, and then the guru will be like, I called the gap fill. It happened like a year later. Exactly as predicted. So. Nelson is asking me a question about the POC. Hey, Zach, the previous day's POC, I have it at 25,524. Mine's at 545. Make sure you're looking at it on the 30-minute time frame, Nelson. And also, sometimes there's a difference on the NQ versus the micros and the minis. So it might be something like that. I mean, look at this. I'm still in drawdown. I'm still in a deep drawdown. I can't get excited yet. Yeah, look at that. It was looking good for a second and just right back down. It would be great. Remember our FOMC stream, Randy? It came within 5 picks from my stop, and then just whew. I don't think I'm going to get lucky twice like that. That would be pretty wild.
Yeah, I want to see how this 5-minute candle closes if we close back below that previous
day's
New Year.
I'm cooked, dude. I'm cooked right here on this trade.
How's the office coming? Looks good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's it's done. I'm always going to be adding things, and changing stuff up, but it's good, man. It feels great to have my own space. I got some cool lighting here. The stream can't see it, but I got some lights. We did all the acoustic paneling. Yeah, it's coming along.
Yeah, it sounds great. Beats being in the kitchen, right? for a while, you're at the kitchen table.
Yeah, when we first moved into my new apartment, Chad, I streamed from the kitchen for 2 months.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, the kitchen had a lot of nice natural light, and now I'm in a dungeon here, but it's a good vibe. What do we got? Chad, how are you guys doing? Did anyone follow me into this trade? I'm sorry if you did. Usually I don't steer you guys wrong. We've been doing really well, but yeah, it's got to happen sometimes. Wendy says we missed that microwave and Frankie running around. My cat Frankie. Yeah, Frankie is locked out now. Okay, Josh is flat. Abe is in a short. Okay. PA is very choppy. Yeah, this is a pretty tough open. Even there hasn't really been an amazing short opportunity either yet. It's kind of just going nowhere. This 5-minute ain't giving me anything.
With that previous day's point of control and not even touch it.
I know that could be so annoying, but this is where I'm okay, I'm just going to consider it touched if we rip, it's close enough, but yeah, it really flirted with it. Look at that.
You're still in your long, are you not?
Yeah, I'm still in.
Nice. You got to be back at entry?
Almost 33 ticks. We're about to be back at entry. Let's see if we can get some follow through now. I don't want to get teased. I don't want to get excited yet.
What a rip back up into the opening range.
Yeah, it looks like ES is the easier instrument to long over NQ. ES looks a little stronger. NQ's like holding back here.
Yeah, YM's going for new highs. See?
So crazy, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not excited about this still. Look at that. We're right back to my entry. Maybe I should have just got out. I don't know. The thing is, ES was looking real good there for a moment, but I thought ES could pull up NQ. But something about NQ is a lot more bearish than ES. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Okay, now we are cooked, chat. We are done.
NQ just rejected its New York VWAP
Look
hard.
at that. Yeah,
Right
guys.
back to
This
previous
is,
days New York.
there's no way I survive this now. There's no way I don't get stopped out.
I don't know. I'm good luck.
Are you good luck?
I'm good luck, bro.
Okay,
I'm
cool. I'll
Indian,
take-
man. Indians are good luck. Everybody, all the Indians in the chat, let this guy know. Indians are good luck.
Indians are good luck. All right, we got some people from India in this chat. You let me
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Is he for real or not? What is my TP for the long? Josh asks. So, I mean, it was dynamic, bro, but I was hoping to like maybe take profits around 650s, like just thinking like we take out these relative equal highs. This is the thing. We also have a drawn liquidity to the upside, guys. I didn't even go over this, but we have perfect equal highs right here. Like there, I don't care if this trade loses. It was a completely valid setup for me. We're below midnight, so we have midnight to target. We have equal highs right here. We tapped the previous day's point of control. We got an inversion. There's nothing I would take this trade over a million times. So I think this one's going to fail, but yeah, we have equal highs. I think we probably come up to this at some point today, unless we have one of those days where we're just going to sell off hard. But market hasn't shown us that it wants to sell off hard yet. It's just kind of hanging around at the lows.
And Zach, when you're looking at equal highs and lows, does it matter the time frame?
Not really. I mean, I look at 1 minute equal highs and I'll target them. But usually it's still just like relative to the trade idea. So like if I'm taking a little scalp, I could target 1 minute equal highs because it's all relative to that time frame as a scalp. If I see 15-minute equal highs or 5-minute, those are like really good, really high probability draws on liquidity for, maybe a bigger move, depending on where it is in relation to the entry.
Yeah, that was Thursday last week where Austin just got cooked on the longs. And I was like wanting to reach through the screen and be like, there's perfect equal lows on the 15 on NQ and ES. I mean, perfect.
Dude, it's
Price
hard to
pulled all the way back up to the New York VWAP on both indices and then just pulled all the way down to those equal. It was insane. I was locked out for the day because I hit max profit already on my trades. I couldn't even have taken the trade, but I was like, this is the trade. Like clean rejection off a New York VWAP all the way down to these two sets of equal lows. Like it was just perfect. It was textbook.
Dude, I mean, they are just undeniably so helpful for a target. Like they just work, dude. I'm telling you, like equal highs, equal lows, especially when they're perfect, they just don't last. Like they're great targets. So yeah, even with this setup, like I think we're gonna end up taking these at some point, maybe today. But I think we're going to get a little bit lower of a move. I really don't think this is going to last.
Where do you see the equal highs on NQ?
Right here. Here and here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like perfect equal highs.
And that's funny. That's where I have previous day's point of control drawn.
That's so interesting that we have it a little different.
So those are both rejecting right off a previous day's point of control. As price pulled back up, rejected off it. We get the next move down, price pulled up into the New York Open, rejected off it. That's the opening range high for NQ.
All right, guys, time to get stopped out. It's time. Stop me out. Get it done. Get it over with.
Rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go.
Yeah, seriously. I want to like stop looking at this. Come on. Oh my God. It's edging my stop loss. Josh says, I bank on equal highs and equal lows. Yeah, dude, absolutely. It might give you grace and go up. Dude, nothing would make me happier. but I'm not excited about any of it. I wasn't even excited when we got back to my entry. Like my mood perked up a tiny bit, but not enough to actually get excited. Nothing for you yet, Randy? No trades?
Nothing. I'm having too much fun.
Watching me just sit and draw down for like 30 minutes.
No, I'm actually just watching really studying NQ right now.
Mm.
And kind of seeing like, because I never get to do this, because even on stream, Austin and I both trade ES, so we never get to have. Evan takes the odd NQ trade, but I'm like really trying to soak up what you're seeing in NQ, kind of what the chat's seeing, what they're talking about. Just gives me a totally different perspective on how when I'm streaming in the morning. So I love it. I'm just soaking it up.
So, I mean, there's also a bullish SMT right here. Like there's, but I'm not in the right asset for I mean, again, ES is the easier one to long here because it made the higher low, but there's a bullish SMT on the 1 minute here. NQ made a lower low. ES made a higher low. Is it going to hold? I don't know. This is a pretty crappy open. Like this is a pretty terrible open.
I just can't. On ES, we have an 8-point opening range and we're printing 5-point candles. Like it's on a 5 minute, like it's like it would just eat the range up. Even on NQ, it's like I would not be expecting for a small opening range to have moves like we are today. Because that's tiny.
I feel that. Oh my God, just take my stop already. I'm serious. I want it over.
So when you see the lows stacking like this on NQ, are you expecting it just to spill over?
Yeah, so stacked lows are very similar. It's basically the same concept as equal lows and equal highs. When you just see a bunch of stacked highs or lows like together, I treat them the exact same as like equal lows, perfect equal lows or equal highs. Because like the idea, okay, there we go. We're stopped chat. So where are we? We're down 477 on Tradeify. So listen, this one was a bit of a preemptive trade, but this one was decent enough too, man. Like both of these trades were fine for my system. We're just wrong today. Maybe we'll have a day like yesterday, because yesterday I took 2 losses in a row, just like right now, and then we caught the banger. But today feels different. I don't know. Today, like this is pretty bearish looking. It looks like we're coming for this value area low. We've lost the point of control. ES is about to touch its previous day's point of control. I don't see why it doesn't take this low a day now.
It's got to get through these orders at 30. That's what ES has to do.
So as of right now, guys, P&L check for me. I am up 500 on my Apex accounts on each account, and I'm down 477 on my Tradeify accounts on 4 accounts. So kind of like break even when you look at it like that. But yeah, red for the New York session. Randy, I might finally get an Apex payout, bro.
Let's go.
I've been telling the chat about this because I last summer I was trying to trade Apex and I just failed miserably. But I also was not scalping yet and doing my base hits. I was looking for big moves, and the intraday trailing drawdown just was not optimal. Yeah, it just was not optimal for my strategy. But we tried again. I got these funded around FOMC just for fun because I was trying to avoid being tempted to trade challenges. So, I was trying to avoid being tempted to trade my funded accounts. So I got them. We got them funded, and we're like at 1,700 profit. The only way I could get the full profit, the full payout though, for 2K each, is if they get to like 54,000 though. So still got my work ahead of me, but yeah, we're looking all right so far.
You got it. Take your time, man. These base hits have been paying off well for you, right? So,
yep.
I love seeing it. I feel like every couple of weeks I see you posting a payout, so I love it.
Yeah, man, it's been great. It's been consistent. I did that 10K payout with Tradeify like 2 weeks ago, and those were on 50K accounts, bro. And this is to talk about account sizes. I tried the 50K accounts again. I did 5 50K accounts. I got to the first payout, so 10K payout, great. But then I blew the accounts after, and bro, the thing about those 50K accounts, if I take my $2,000 max profit per account, I'm left with $1,000 of drawdown. It's just too small. Whereas over the summer, when I milked those other Tradeify accounts, I took like 6 payouts from them. They were 150Ks. I had a big buffer in there. So I had room to milk the payouts. And I think so many people get caught up in like, oh, well, that first payout is going to be super easy, so I want that. But I feel like the real money comes when you can milk the same set of accounts. Because if you just get one payout and then blow them, by the time you factor in your initial costs, your profit split, and then getting the payout and then blowing them and resetting, like how much money did you keep yourself? Did you leave over? You know what I mean? People don't think about that though.
No, that's interesting, and I'm glad you even brought this up because I've been wanting to ask, have this conversation because I've only ever traded a 50K account. I've never bought anything any higher, any less, 100, 150, none of that, not a 25K, only 50K accounts. And I do notice that that Top Step one that I had that I lost, I had it qualified for a payout, but by the time I took the payout, it would have left like $500 in the buffer. And I'm like, no. And I ended up chewing that drawdown and losing that XFA. But now, if that was a 150K and I had $3,500 or $4,500 buffer, I could see that now. I never looked at the on that side of the equation of the drawdown after taking a payout because you have to get to that target to take your payout.
Dude, people get caught up in that cycle of like, okay, well, I want the first payout. All they think about is the first payout. It's like, once you factor in all those costs, man, how much profit are you really keeping left over for all that work? Like, yeah. So, I mean, I tried it again. I was like, let me try the 50Ks and I got the payout. It's great. But then I blew them and then I reset my accounts. So, I'm already eating into that profit. So yeah, I went back on these Tradeify accounts. I decided to go with 100Ks. Part of me thinks I should have just stuck with the 150s, but the 100Ks are not bad with Tradeify because it's a $4,000 drawdown. So a little bit more than like a Top Step account that gives you 3. But still, it's only a 6K profit target. So the drawdown to profit target ratio that everyone talks about with 50Ks, it's the same ratio, just more drawdown. So yeah, we're trying the 100Ks. I mean, I'm at 2.4 on the 4 accounts, so almost halfway.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look at that because I've taken payouts, multiple payouts on 50K accounts, but I've taken multiple payouts across 50K accounts, but never a multiple payout on one account.
You should see get to a payout on a 150K. See if you can nail 2 payouts in a row. You probably have way better odds of doing it.
Well, I can just imagine how that helps even with the confidence. Like, I know you're saying time-wise and everything, like you just take the next payout sooner, but just having that confidence to be like, shit, I took 2 payouts on the same account. Like, that's got to be a confidence booster, if anything, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from a mindset point of view. Like, shit, like, okay, now that's how I looked at these Top Step XFAs. If you could get them to a certain buffer, and then you could just take monthly payouts on them or every 2 weeks or whatever you want to do, right? Like a real job, and just keep building up on top of the buffer. And I want to take $1,000 out this month out of these accounts. Tanner calls it the ATM method. Like, he treats his Top Step accounts like an ATM. Like, so he just builds up a buffer, and then when he needs to withdraw money, he just withdraws money from them.
Yeah, no, that's legit. Top Step, I love Top Step because they're just so easy to take payouts from. Yeah, they really are. You just have to, like, the thing with the whole instant funding space is we're so spoiled for not having to take challenges anymore. And then it's like, I always lean towards firms that offer 1-day pass because I'm constantly just like, I don't want to spend time taking a challenge. But bro, like, you just got to get through that challenge, do it in 2 days. Once you get those XFAs, they're just so much easier to take payouts from. So yeah, I'm right now I'm fully focused on these Tradeify and Apex accounts, but after this, whatever happens, if I get to the payout, I'll probably go back and re-up on some XFAs because they're just they're great.
Well, once I go through these 50K XFAs, I think my next round of when I buy combines, like when I lose an XFA and I get a combine to back it up, I'm going to move up to the 150s.
Smart. I think you should. I'd be interested to see how it works out for you.
Well, I want Lawrence. You're going to have Lawrence on this week.
Yes.
Yeah. So Lawrence is he's I think he only trades Top Step, and he's been live multiple XFAs. He just did a whole thing where he got his XFAs back, but he trades the 150Ks, and he has $4,000 or $5,000 days because he has the size and he knows his setup, and he's oh man, that guy's he's stoic. Like his patience is.
I know. I'm excited to chat with him.
Yeah, so it's cool. You're gonna get to see it, but now I'm starting to. I love this. This is what I mean. Like everything starts to click the more you talk about things with people, right? So
that's the beauty of streaming. By the way, I just want to shout out Abe in the chat. They faded me, not in like a negative way, not in like a Zach sucks way. Just they were like, listen, I like the shorts, so I'm gonna take a short. I'm gonna follow my own analysis, not just copy Zach. And they banked. So shout out Abe. I love it, bro. Guys, I really want to take another long. ES is still holding its POC. Okay, we're going to try one more. This is my last freaking long attempt. We'll see if I even get a fill. Come on. Come on. Just fill me. Oh my God. Okay. We're in. All right, this is my last attempt, guys. I might be not in the best mindset right now. Why am I in this? Oh my God. See, I just did it, dude. Okay, I might cut this actually. Hold on. All right, we'll just see here. We'll see if this inversion holds. If it closes, I'm going to cut it. Yeah, I don't think I got the yeah, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not leading you into a good place right now. Yeah, I cut that one. I cut that one for a quick loss. I don't feel right. I think I may need to chill for the rest of the day. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I want to keep longing, and maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, it's crazy how the brain is telling you that when it's telling you that this is all you can see. And this is the other nice thing about streaming is, seeing hopefully somebody sees the other side of the trade.
Yeah. I just locked out of not locked, but I logged out of my Tradeify accounts. So I'm not even going to be tempted.
The 15-minute on ES is holy shit. Like the last two, this last candle, this prints basically just wicks to the top and bottom. I still need those orders at 30 to be filled on ES. They still have not been filled.
I can't believe that. Yeah, we still just missed the POC again.
And NQ spent 5 minutes and it still didn't take the orders at 25,500. And there's a big block there. So when there's a big block of orders there and they can't take them, it's just showing the sellers are not as strong as you think they are.
I still would love to see this thing rip up to midnight today. I think it could happen because, I don't know. ES is really not nearly as bearish as NQ. Right? Like ES is holding up here. Okay, we're holding that inversion. But I'm going to wait. If I do take another long, instead of trying to get in here below the POC, I'm only going to consider a long if we get back above that POC. I think that's a good line in the sand for me to be hands off. Zach, please take more Zin and stay off the charts. Good idea, bro. Well, listen, it's almost 11 o'clock. So Randy's going to bounce pretty soon and we'll run a giveaway and I'll take some Zin and we'll just focus on that for a little bit.
Let's go.
Abby just said, take a breath. We agree the market probably going to sell off with the shutdown release. Let's chill and take it to the lows. Fair enough. Yo, Randy, I don't want to blow up Abby's spot, but I've been coaching Abby, right?
Abby coming to Tampa? Is she coming to Tampa? You got tired of coming to Tampa. I met her in LA. She's funny. She's good shit.
Abby, are you coming to Tampa? Let us know. But bro, listen, she has like a $6,000 payout. It's actually even more now. It's probably like, fuck. She said, don't say anything. I'm sorry. Damn, I blew it up.
I love it.
Abby, are you going to Tampa though? Randy's asking.
She has to go now. Now that we know her secrets. Abby.
Keep it on the DL, she said, Randy. Yeah, so she wants to surprise people. She doesn't want to brag until it's realized.
You got my word, Abby. I won't say anything. But I do want to be the first or second to know after Zach then.
Yeah, you will. You will.
It's the only rule.
Ah, my goodness, man. Yeah, I think I'm definitely chilling. If we do break above that POC and like hold it, I think we can go to midnight. But until then, this is going to act as resistance for us. That's it.
It's looking that way.
Yeah, this hourly too. It looks like, well, we got 13 minutes left on this candle, right? So, chat, I talked about this fair value gap right here. I mean, if we get a 1 hour closure below this gap, which right now it looks like we're headed that way, we'll have confirmation in 13 minutes. I don't see why we don't just come for the value area low. So we'll see. I mean, this candle could still wick back above the hourly gap, but it's not looking that way. It looks like we just want to go down today. Dude, look at ES though. This is why I can't trade ES, Randy.
Yeah.
It goes nowhere so often, bro.
It moves so smooth, but when it doesn't want to move, it doesn't want to move. Like it just chops. But like other days when it's trending, it's so clean. Like you could just close your eyes and walk away and not be in a lick of drawdown where NQ is like level to level. NQ is a scalper's dream. Like if you watch Bookmap NQ, and I'm starting to watch it more and more, it literally trades orders to orders to like up 10, 15 points, down 10, 15. Like it just goes. And it's like, if you could scalp and you know your levels, you're in and out of trades on NQ. It's beautiful. ES is not like that. ES is not a scalper's dream.
No. Yeah, I say that all the time. ES is great if you're like entering on the 5 minute and looking for like the overall move. It's a little more stable, right? Is that what you're saying?
So that's where Connor in the Black Shirt Club, Nick Jocelyn, they enter on the 5 minute, manage on the 2 minute on ES, which is that's why I have that 5 minute ES chart up, because I'm starting to try and just visualize that, because the 1 minute on ES can be way too noisy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, whereas see the 1 minute on NQ, if you're scalping, can actually be really clean. You just always have to remember that like if you're taking a 1 minute setup, you have to have a 1 minute profit target. Like you don't take a 1 minute setup and expect a reversal up to like a new hourly high. Like it needs to be relative to that time frame. But if you do that, the 1 minute can be super clean on NQ. All right, guys. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Let's see if NQ can take these orders at 25,500. There's really nothing below it. So I'm really curious to see when these orders get taken on NQ, what the next move is.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, every inversion is failing completely. So that's a sign that like I don't want to keep trying to fade these shorts. Every inversion we've taken, we've had a few entries, right? Yeah, this one on the 1 minute failed. We had the one I took up here, failed. You had this one that I took, failed. 3 inversions in a row failed. So it's like, that's it. No reason to keep fighting it. So Randy, what are you going to be doing for the rest of the day after this? Like, do you continue to trade into the PM session, or like, because you haven't taken any trades yet this morning, right? So
no.
What's the plan? Will you keep trading, or if like, when do you trade?
So coming into the stream, I'm feeling a little better now. I was like, I'm just going to stream and I'm going to be done, because I have we film our podcast today, and I was going to go have a nap, but actually I feel okay. But you know what? I feel like just a little bit of brain fog. Like I'm just like cloudy up top. So I don't think I'm going to trade at all today. Maybe watch some of your courses, get some stuff done on the computer. And then we got a podcast coming up with Chris Drasdale today that drops next week.
Sick.
He's got his VWAP wave strategy and his style of coaching and stuff. So every time we can have somebody that's a coach on, we just love getting their tidbits on any kind of like pointers, or what are things that we can be doing at home to help us. Or he's got things that he calls drills. He makes his students do drills where they have to take the same trade, same setup over and over, even if it's not their trade and not their setup. They just got to keep taking it, like just to practice that repetition. So really cool to dive in with him on some stuff. So we have him on today.
Shout out Drysdale. We had him on. He was one of our first guests. He was on our first week on PFM TV. dude, chat loved him. And I actually hadn't known much. Like, I wasn't following him much. I had seen him around, but I didn't like watch any of his stuff. And dude, I loved the conversation. He is so knowledgeable. Like, he's been trading for over 15 years too.
Yeah.
He's written a book. Like, dude,
It's in
is
his family. Like,
incredible.
his dad was a trader, I think. And I met him in LA. Like, we hung out in LA, man. And he's fucking hilarious. Like, he's just humble. He's funny. He's good shit, man. Like, we've actually, like, it's again, the cool thing about this space is like you just become friends with these people, right? And it's like, you have a personal relationship. You're gonna meet him in Tampa too, so it's dope.
Absolutely, man. Well, there we go. We just took a new low, guys. I mean, we're just gonna be chilling. I think, Randy, I think we can cut it here. I think I'm gonna take a quick break and get ready to like do some giveaways. So, bro, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was great. You should come on again soon. This, I think the chat really liked you. Yeah, this was a good conversation. So,
100%. Hopefully, next time you have me on, I'll be on this 150K account journey, and we can update the chat with that and see how that works from trading 50Ks for the last 2 years. So, but I appreciate it, Zach. Love you, chat. Thanks, man. Love you guys. Troy's in the chat. Troy just showed up. Well, but no, I appreciate it, Zach. Thanks, man. I'll definitely 100% come on anytime you need me to come on.
Much appreciated, bro. All right, talk to you soon, brother. Thanks, bro.
Cheers, gang.
Peace. Yeah, man. Shout out Randy. How'd you guys like Randy? Really solid dude. I've been trading with him for a couple years now. Like, he's just a really good dude overall. Chat, this market is pissing me off. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's just grinding down. And what's so annoying is, like, I've been so bearish. You know what I mean? Like, I've mostly been taking shorts and doing well taking shorts. And for some reason today, I'm looking at longs. I think I caught myself in just being wrong. Like, I think I'm just wrong, today. And that happens, bro. What could you do, Not much to do in that situation. Troy says, I love Randy. Me too, man. Shout out Randy. Good trader. A lot of knowledge. Wendy said he's the shit. I love it. We need to fill the gap. Do you guys think that's what we're doing? You think we're coming for this new week opening gap today? Honestly, with the way we've been moving, maybe. Like, I'm just a little frustrated with myself because, bro, we recognized the bearish SMT. We recognized we're in a deep premium on the higher time frame. Like, we have a new week opening gap. I think I was just a little silly looking for these longs, bro. I think it was not the move. I think the first two entries were perfectly valid. They were valid enough. But yeah, then it was like, okay, market showed me this is not the move, Zach. Like, you got to chill. This is not the move. But see, this is where, like, I don't know if I'm thinking clearly or not, but every time I start to see it pull back, I go, okay, maybe if we get an inversion, we go higher. I mean, look at this ES. This is just, what's funny is ES is not following suit. ES wants to go up, bro, but NQ is just holding it back. But all right, chat, let's do this. We still got an hour, so we might find another trade. It's possible. But let's do a giveaway. I still got like 6 accounts to give away. Yeah, Destiny, you're right. I saw the SMT, and I just was, I faded it. Higher time frame SMT too, so it's like, should have been looking at that for that short continuation. But it's all good, chat. This is part of the game, man. This is part of the game. We just cannot be green every single day. But all right, guys, let's get ready to run another giveaway. For anyone that is in the chat that doesn't know, the way we run our giveaways now, we do it through the Prop Firm Match Discord. Okay, so if you want to join the Discord, you're going to go over to our YouTube description in this video. I'll also drop the link in the chat just so everyone has it. I'll drop this right now. Go ahead and join the Discord. You got to get verified in Discord. So once you join it, go to the verification channel and then get verified. And then that is how you can enter. And here, I'll pull up my Discord screen so you guys can see. Which one is it? Right here. Okay, guys. So here I'm in the Prop for Match Discord. Once you verify yourself, all of these channels are going to open up, and you're going to go to PFM TV and go to Stream Chat. Okay, so this is where you're going to enter, and this is what we're going to do. I'm going to set a marker right here. So right there. So all of the entries under my name right here in the Stream Chat, type in top 1 futures to enter. So go ahead, get your entries in and stay tuned. Okay, guys. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a very quick break, and we are going to come back and I will announce the winner. We'll give away some top 1 futures accounts, and I got more accounts after. We can give away Blue Guardian. I got like 6 accounts to give away, so I got some work to do. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break, and then we will get going with that. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, what's good? What's good? We're back. How we doing, chat? Everyone getting their entries in. Anyone have questions about the Discord? Destiny says you have always led us to profit. Always. Only one L so far. You did recover and top up later today or tomorrow. Yeah, man, we've done great. You know, we're gonna have red days. I stream Monday through Friday. You guys are with me on all the trades I take. We're going to have red days. It's just part of the game. It's impossible not to. I think we've been doing great on stream, though. Like, overall, man, we have so many W's. We've locked in payouts on stream from start to finish. Like, we're doing great. So that's how it goes. It says the link is expired. Let me drop it again. You guys sure? It shouldn't be expired. There's no reason for that. Let me see. Working for me. If you've already I mean, Benjamin, you're probably already in the Discord, so maybe it's because you don't, you already entered. But all right, guys, I guess everyone is doing good as far as the Discord goes. Do we have all our entries in? Let me check. Got a lot of accounts to give away. And market's still just kind of doing a little bit of nothing, so I'm not super interested in anything just yet. So this is good. This will distract us for a moment. Let me just get this, get these entries. Okay, we got a bunch of entries in. Beautiful. Remember, guys, you really only need to enter once. Okay. Make sure we don't want people to be like spamming. The reason we have it all in Discord is so that you don't have to spam the YouTube chat. So yeah, this is good. So I'm going to copy all these. We'll get these entries in. I see a couple people typing. Yeah, by the way, guys, don't use all caps lock. That's a rule in Discord. I didn't know about that, but I guess it makes sense. People that type in all caps lock are annoying. Can we just say it? The people that type in all caps lock all the time are insane. Why do they do that? It's bizarre. So it's a good rule, in my opinion. Where's my red cap? I don't know. It's probably in my closet. I'll wear the red cap soon. Khaled direct call out. I'm sorry. I actually love Khaled. Khaled is the man. He's a member in our ASFX group. He's actually the man. I'm not calling him out. I love that dude, but he should chill with the caps lock. Yeah. Everyone who uses caps lock should chill with the caps lock. Gen Z goes the exact opposite way. They don't use any caps lock ever. And I think if you're going to do one or the other, I think that's better. Alex, I see you've typed in, you're still entering. I got your entry, bro. Remember, only enter once. Okay. Let me get this list made. Just give me a moment, guys. Couple of stragglers. I'm going to make sure you guys get your entry in. Okay, I got all the entries. You guys want to do duck race? All right, guys. No, we're done, though, by the way. So I got all the entries. Oh, did you guys see me doing the little chat GBT deal? All right, let's run this duck race quick. We're not doing a 10-hour duck race. Absolutely not. Let me just get these names in. Zach is 2 steps ahead with AI. I mean, yeah, dude, it helps me not miss anyone, you know? All right. 55-second duck race. Who's ready? This is for 2 top 1 futures account. We'll give out 2. So who's ready? Who's ready? Thank you guys for joining the Discord. Remember, we have a ton of cool things planned with that Discord channel. So you join it to do giveaways right now, but we got a ton of awesome things planned. So you want to be a part of the Discord regardless. But all right, ready, guys? Here we go. Got a lot of ducks. Got a lot of ducks, man. Whole lot of ducks. 30 seconds. I see Alex coming up. We got Ancha FX. We got T.O. with the top hat looking fresh. Who's it going to be? T.O.'s got it. Oh, wait, no. We still got 20 seconds left. I don't know who's got it, bro. Who's got it? Who's got it? Sakuna? Sick name. You're like a like a man duck with like a pipe or something. Let's go with that. Ooh, T-Mac is coming through too. Who's it going to be? Oh, Aman, let's go. Shout out Aman. You want a top one futures account, bro. Big shout out. Remember, guys, couple of things. You can only win one top one futures account per week. Okay. So if you've already been a winner yesterday, there's no reason to enter. And let me show you guys how you're going to claim your account. So let me just get this name in here. I want to make sure I don't forget it. So we got Aman. I'm going to save that name. Okay, this is what you guys are going to do. You're going to go over to PFM support on X. You're going to DM them with your Discord handle. So show them your Discord handle, and that's it. That's how you claim your account. Okay, it takes a couple of days for them to get back and get your account set up, but that is all you have to do. So shout out Aman. Let's go. So we can run another giveaway for top one futures. Who's up for it? Oh my God, 24-hour duck race for 100K Tradeify account. That's just not worth it, bro. That would be funny though. Like we could do a 24-hour stream, but it's just the duck race. I bet we would still get a ton of engagements on that because people just love 24-hour streams. That would be hilarious. All right, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know how you guys are so confident that you're not in. How, like, you might just miss your name, bro. Your name could be in here. But if you did it late, then you're late. I'll collect another list, or I'll collect your name for the next one. I still got 4 accounts to give away, bro. So no worries. I want it to be the Donald Trump duck. I've never seen the Trump duck win. Jose's coming up. It's not going to be Jose. It's going to be someone from the back here. That dude with the pink, the mohawk. I'm calling him Mohawk Duck. Mermaid? Who's the mermaid? Ooh. LNDR? I don't know how to say it. I'm late, so I'm here strictly for vibes. Let's go. We bring good vibes here at PFM TV, bro. LNDR. So that's Ken B. Fire, dude. So remember, you're going to give them your Discord name, though, okay? So that's LNDR. Again, just go over to PFM support, DM them. I'll drop this link in the chat so you guys have it. And go ahead, claim your account there. That's it. Simple. I still got 4 accounts to give away. Should we look at these markets for a second? They're not really doing anything. This is awful. This price action sucks, dude. I'll say it. This is crappy price action. Yesterday was so much better. This price action sucks. I can't do nothing until we get above the previous day's point of control, and I don't even think that's going to happen. I think we're just going to keep selling off to the value area low, man. Shit is crap. Awful price action. Seriously. It's like kind of annoying me now. Look at ES. What is ES doing, bro? LL, what you need to show them is your Discord handle. Just send your Discord handle to PFM support. Show them your Discord handle. That's it. But remember, guys, for Blue Guardian, you can only win an account every 30 days. For Top 1 Futures, you can win an account once a week. But always remember, if your country happens to be restricted, there's nothing we can do. We can't, like, I've seen people like try to DM me, even though, first off, you don't ever need to DM me about giveaways, guys. I just run them here on the stream. I got nothing else to do with it. So, like, I'm not going to be able to help you regardless, but I've had people like DM me saying, like, my country is restricted with this firm and I won, and can I get a different account? And it's like, there's nothing we can do, bro. That's the account. So always check if your country is restricted for that particular firm, whichever firm we're giving away. There's just nothing you can do in that case, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a crap day because of the holiday. Honestly, it is. It's just weird. Today's a weird day because it's a bank holiday, but the market's going to be open all day. It's like, so yeah, but you might be right, bro. I think that is why the market's kind of crap right now. Yeah, we'll do spin for the next giveaway for sure. Let's see if we can get back above the POC. What do you guys think? You think we're going lower today, or do you think we set in a low right here? You know what I want to look at? I want to look at the initial balance. Hold up. Let's take a look at the IB. I think that'll help give us some context. Okay, so we got midnight there. We have our volume profile levels. Let's take a look at the IB. Okay, we broke this side of the IB. So now it's even less likely that we get back up to the high. We very rarely break both sides of the initial balance. It's very rare that happens. Actually, what's funny is yesterday we did. Yesterday we did break both sides, but usually we don't. If I go back, take a look. We'll just go back. Oh my God, that's 3 days in a row that we did. But okay, here's an example. IB gets set, market breaks. We don't go anywhere near the upside. Same thing here. Market makes its initial balance. We break above. We run all day. We don't go anywhere near back to the lows. Another example, initial balance. Market breaks it, goes lower. Again, market breaks the initial balance right here. You get a retracement. We go lower. See what I'm saying? Market breaks the initial balance. We go lower. So it's a really helpful tool to just gauge, if we break one side of the initial balance, you probably don't want to look for full-blown reversals. It's just a lot less likely you're going to get there. So don't get trapped. Yep. We still got lows to target. Yeah, I guess you're right. This is just there's really, guys, I really think I might not take any more trades because it's a straight up bank holiday. There's nothing to do. This is a terrible price action. This is so bad. I mean, there's nothing to do here, bro. It's gross. Yeah, a lot of fake breakouts. Exactly. Bro, stop. Bro, stop what? I'm not doing nothing. I'm not trading. Tomorrow will be better. Hell yeah, bro. I'm not even trading. I'm good. I'm chilling. Capital preservation mode. Absolutely. I'm with you. All of these breakouts are rejecting off VWAP bands in the 50 EMA. Dude, this is gross. One thing I'll say is we got these equal highs. If we don't take them today, which it seems like we're not going to take them today, we're going to take them tomorrow. Perfect equal highs, bro. So this is a target. But this is a weird hourly because it's just we're not really creating fair value gaps on the way down. We have one right here, but we've tapped into it already, went lower. We haven't created another one since. Also, one thing I do want to pay attention to is on this daily. Wait, let me go to the daily. we have a daily fair value gap up here. So I feel like this could be a higher time frame draw on liquidity, right? It's a wide open gap. So that's something I'm aware of. Ken, no, I do not use EMAs and I do not use VWAP. Absolutely not. I reject that. I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with EMAs and VWAP, but not for me. I don't use them. Zach, how do you mark the initial balance? So, Clark, good question. I use this indicator. It's a free indicator on TradingView. It's called DRIDR. I keep it very simple. So, like, there's some extra settings that they have on there, but I just want the initial balance. That's it. So, yeah, I use this. There's probably a ton of free indicators, though, that are less complicated. Like, what does this one do? I don't know what that's doing. But yeah, but literally, bro, all the initial balance is the first hour of the market open. So from 9:30 a.m. right here to 10:30 a.m., the first hour of the open, we're going to form a range. The high and the low of that hour is your initial balance. So just literally all you have to do is mark out 9:30 to 10:30 and then just mark the high and low of this area. So this is your initial balance high because that's the high of that range. This is the low. That's all it is. It's just the first hour of the market open range. Yeah, Josh uses VWAP and EMAs along with my concepts, and he does well. He's doing well with that. Got a better move on gold than NQ today? Probably. Anything is better than this NQ move. Yeah, I got a nice little sell-off. ES looks like it wants to go higher. NQ's trying, but it's really holding back. Zach, may I ask which timeline do you prefer to place trades on? I'm guessing you're talking about time frame. Usually 5 minute and 1 minute, but I'm a scalper, so I use those lower time frames. All right, guys, it's 11:20. Do we want to just do another giveaway? I got 4 more accounts to give away. Maybe we just run that and then we close out the stream soon. Because I mean, it's been fun, but what are we doing? We ain't doing nothing. I got 4 accounts to give away. Woot woot. Yo, we're kind of ripping right now. Market's ripping back up. What do you think happens, guys? Dude, I'd be so happy if we go back up to midnight. I don't even care if I profit on it or not. I just want to see it happen. Take those equal highs. I think it could happen, honestly. We'll see if we break back above the previous day's point of control. Maybe we could consider a long if that happens. But yeah, I would love to see the market hit the midnight open. I think it could happen now. This is looking promising. But yeah, let's run the giveaway, chat. We'll give away 2 Blue Guardian accounts. All right. Got 2 Blue Guardian accounts to give away. First off, where are we at on the likes? We're at 101. Let's try and hit 110, but I'll give away Blue Guardian accounts right now, no matter what. So again, get in the Discord, guys. I'll drop the link here. You could find the link to join our Discord server in the description of this video, but I'm going to drop it right here for you as well in the chat. Join the Discord, make sure you get verified, and then go over to the stream chat. And I have not given you guys a keyword yet, so don't type anything yet. I'm going to type the keyword in the chat. So just give me a sec. Up, everyone's already typing Blue Guardian. You didn't enter yet. You guys are too quick. You got to chill. I didn't tell you guys what to type. All right, now you guys are stopping. All right, just type Blue Guardian. Just go for it. I got them right here. I'll get all your entries in. Go type Blue Guardian. I was gonna do something funnier, but people are too preemptive, man. No, go ahead. Type Blue Guardian in the Discord chat. It's all good. In the Discord chat, not the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat will not have you enter. You need to type it in the Discord chat, in the Prop for a Match Discord. So again, I'll drop the link right there. Go ahead and join the Discord if you're not a member yet. And we'll get this going. Oh. They are 25K accounts with Blue Guardian. Guys, we ripped above that POC. I think we're going for midnight. Remember, guys, only enter one time, please. I'll give you guys 30 more seconds. Get your entries in, and then we'll run it with this list. And listen, if you enter after I'm done with the list, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about that. Ten more seconds. All right, guys, that's it for entries. Let me get this list going. NQ is ripping, bro. We're going to midnight, fellas. All right, I got the list. You guys said you want to do pinwheel, right? Oops. Pinwheel time. Let's run it. Let's go. We got the names. This Discord thing is great. No more spamming on YouTube. Yeah, Benjamin. This is so much better, bro. This is so much better for us. All right, chat. You guys ready? Let me see if there's any. I don't know if there's stragglers or not. It is what it is. Mike is long from 560. Okay, nice. Okay, not a bad entry, bro. Right as you broke above the previous day's POC. It could work. It could work. Good luck, bro. Good luck. We'll keep an eye on that trade for you. All right, let's get this giveaway going. All right. Trader. Trader is the winner. Nice Discord name, bro. So what you're going to do, all you got to do, bro, go to PFM support on X. Okay. Here's PFM support. You're going to DM them on X. I'll drop the link in the chat. Just show them your Discord name and you are good to go. By the way, who just said they're long? Zawani said they entered a long at 5:06. Dude, that's fire. Oh my God. Beautiful entry. Good luck, bro. I hope it rips, but look at this. We're going right back down. This market's trash today, guys. But yeah, congrats, Trader Scalper. You won TOF. Claim your account with prop for match support. And we'll do another one. Tommy. Shout out Tommy, bro. You are the winner of a top 1 futures account. Same as the other guys. Or not top 1 futures. I'm sorry. Blue Guardian. Blue Guardian. Same as the other guys. Just go over to PFM support. Send them your Discord handle. Well done. Well done. I got 2 more accounts to give away, but we'll wait a second. Let's take a look at this market. Oh, God. See, we're just going back down. There ain't nothing to do today, guys. Honestly, I feel like I don't even want to stream the PM session because what's the point? There's nothing to do, man. There ain't nothing to do today. I might call it today, chat, on trades. I'm green on Apex, red on Tradeify. Like, cool, you know, it's a Tuesday. Let me know, chat. Do you guys think we're going to keep going lower, bullish or bearish for the rest of the day? Let me know. Yeah, we're about to sell off again. Trader, Scalper, if you don't have X, go to prop for match support through the website. Okay. But it's ideal if you can just get an X account. It's easiest. You can contact support on the website as well. Or right here. See this little support box? Go ahead and do it there. Just drop them your Discord handle. All right, let's just get these last 2 giveaways done, guys. I think we should just do that. We'll keep the same list. Let's just get these giveaways done because there's nothing to do in this market. Stalwart Trader. Shout out. You just won a top 1 futures account, bro. Congratulations. Again, just go to PFM support on X. Show them your Discord handle, and you will be good to go, man. Shout out. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Congratulations, bro. Again, go to PFM support on X. I don't want Blue Guardian account. Well, beggars can't be choosers. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't want a Blue Guardian account. Okay. What can I do about that? All right. Just kidding, bro. I love you. All right. Let's do one more. One more. Jabron. What's good, bro? Jabron. You won. You won, my friend. Top 1 futures. 25K account. Let's go. So, same as everyone. DM PFM support. Show them your Discord handle. You're good to go. That's going to be it for the giveaways today, guys. Shout out everyone that won, and shout out anyone that's green today. Good job getting green. Kind of a tough read today, I'll admit. It's been a tough read. Not the easiest price action, honestly. So if you're green, good for you. That's amazing. Yeah, good read getting in on those shorts. Look at this. This is crazy. So yeah, shout out everyone that won some accounts. Shout out everyone that's green. Don't do anything silly for the rest of the day. It is a bank holiday, I guess. So nothing else to do. As always, I will be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern, every single day here on Prop Firm Match TV. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, all that good stuff. And again, guys, listen, if you don't win a giveaway account, best thing about Prop Firm Match, you can get the best discounts in the industry on the top listed firms. Prop Firm Match listed firms are always the most trusted platforms. Go to propfirmmatch.com. Code MATCH will get you the best discounts always. You got 15% off Alpha Futures, 55% off Top 1 Futures. Big shout out to them. Big sponsor of the stream. Funding ticks, 35% off with code MATCH. Apex Trader funding, 70% off, $40 activation fees. So really good deals. That's going to do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love, and stay safe. All right. Don't do anything silly. Peace.